All right. All right. Give me 1 second. I don't know if I don't know if the stream is live just yet because I think TikTok or YouTube might have banned it already for the title. What? Give me a second to verify. I got a warning when I went to go live about the title of the video. I might listen. I've gotten banned a lot. Like that's happened. I don't know if I've ever got banned before the live stream ever technically got live. So we'll we'll see how this goes. Anyways, friends, so good to see you. Back home streaming from the main account on TikTok, and you might be wondering what the hell's going on. Why is Justin live on a Saturday night? And the reason why I'm live here on a Saturday night is because there had been a lot of talk in the community about a friend of ours who he and his wife have some medical needs. Well, there's a surgery that's happening that they keep having to push back for financial reasons. So if you don't know, I'm not going to tell you all of our friend Joyful's business, but his wife, I don't think Joyful is here. I didn't invite him. He doesn't even know this is happening. He told me not to do a fundraiser. So just so we're all clear, Joyful told me not to do a fundraiser for him. To which my reply is obviously, fuck you, Joyful. You will take my money. You don't have a choice in it. So this is what's happening tonight. I am holding a fundraiser against Joyful's wishes because because that's what friends do. And this may or may not be a hostile fundraiser. But listen, here's what's going to happen. We're going to do a fundraiser here tonight, just like the last one we did. And so already, let me explain what's going to happen. We're going to do some trivia. Actually, let me open my guest box before I forget. Hold on. Don't want to forget to open the guest box. We're going to do some more trivia and fun and games here tonight. But let me not forget to open my guest box for YouTube. Sorry, let me get my YouTube guest box open. Here we go. We'll get everything rocking and rolling here. Okay, I think everything's working. So here's what's going to happen is all of the super chats that we get tonight are going to go directly to Joyful and family to help them take care of their medical needs. I can't give you because Joyful didn't put me up to this. I don't really know how much I can actually tell you guys, other than Joyful's wife was in a car accident and she needs a surgery. There's a surgery that needs to be had. It's been pushed back, as far as I can tell, 3 different times due to financial reasons. And when I heard about it the last time, I was like, oh, we got to fucking help them. And so I don't have like a lot of maxims or a lot of rules that I force myself to live by. I do live by one rule, which is if someone needs help, you help them. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. I don't know if Joyful's going to see this, but here's what I want everyone to do if you could. I'll keep a tally. Let me open my spreadsheet before I forget. Don't let me forget. I'm going to open a spreadsheet real quick. Listen, the thing that would make my heart the moist. Oof. I technically, my heart is moist. The thing that would make my heart the moist, I'm going to, for the second time, most joyful is if you would send some assistance directly to our friend Joyful, either on Venmo or Cash App at the following links, and just leave a message that says, hey, fuck you, Joyful, take my money. Listen, I'm not saying you have to do it. All I'm saying is that I think it would be funny if you did it, and there's nothing he can do about it. He can't fucking stop us. He cannot prevent us from sending him money to support him when he actually needs the support. He can't stop us. There's nothing he could do about it. The money's going to go into his account whether he likes it or not. So that's what's happening tonight. Anyways, so we're going to do some trivia, by the way, tonight. I've got our 3 rounds of Jeopardy already loaded up. And as we did, friends, as we already did last time, remember our last fundraiser? I will be matching the first $1,000 raised. So what that means is that already, listen, in order to hit our goal right now is $3,000. In order to hit our goal of $3,000, we don't have to do all that much. I'm already matching the first $1,000. So if we can get another $1,000 in here tonight, we already are 2/3 of the way to the goal. Now, last time we did a fundraiser, we absolutely crushed the goal. I think we're going to crush the goal again tonight. But we're going to need help from everybody in the community to make this goal achievable. And with that, before we bring in our first couple guests, if you want to get in on the trivia, if you want to have a little fun with trivia and with the events for tonight, get in the guest box. Here in a couple minutes, when we get enough people in the guest box, we'll go ahead and we'll get rolling with the trivia. I've got some Bible Jeopardy loaded up. I got some standard Bible trivia loaded up. It should be a lot of fun. But once we get everyone in here, we get all the guest boxes populated, we'll go ahead and we'll get the ball rolling. But guys, let me go ahead and grab what we have so far. Dexter, my good friend. Hey, I appreciate the memberships. As usual, our friend Dexter gifting out 5 DZ memberships. Totally appreciate that, my friend. And let's calculate some of these donations. I already have a tally counting in my spreadsheet. JMR, thank you so much for the $20 donation to our friend Joyful. It says, "Dear Mr. Joyful, I'm not sure how you got that in there, but I hope this helps its removal feel better." I listen, we have an awesome community. And I know we just did a fundraiser like a month ago. I usually don't try to do them this close together, but you know, when people need help, you help them. JMR, thank you so much. And Apostate Sisters, good to see you tonight, friends. Thank you so much for the $5 donation for our friend Joyful. And guys, if you don't already follow the Apostate Sisters, what are you waiting for? Go to YouTube and look up the Apostate Sisters and follow the channel. They're in our deconstruction space. They're awesome. And Seth, thank you so much for the $19.99. Seth says, "I love a forced fundraiser." Listen, I don't know if I love them, but I do. It is kind of fun. I guess we get to be bad boys tonight. You know what I mean? But anyways, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a great time, actually. And Kyle K, big W. Thank you so much, Kyle K. I really appreciate the effort there with the $100 donation to our friend Joyful. Thank you so much. Says, "Here's a start. Good luck, man." I really appreciate that. And before I forget, I need to do some calculations on my spreadsheet before I forget, so that we can do an automatic total. There we go. All right, spreadsheet's ready to rock. And RD Killa says Joyful is moist. That is, if we've learned anything from my inability to speak so far, it's that Joyful is in fact moist. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that $10. And also Cryptic Peptide says, "As a tribute to the moist heart of Doug." Oh boy, this is going to turn out to be like Garba Gaming 2.0. I can already feel it happening. Every time I misspeak, it turns into some form of insanity, but I'm here for it. I love it. And Philo says, "Let's go get them." Well, Philo, thank you so much for the donation. Guys, for those who are just now piling in, we're going to be doing a trivia night, and all the proceeds from the trivia night is going to go to our friend Joyful, who explicitly... My friend Joyful, our friend Joyful, which most of you know, explicitly told me not to do a fundraiser. So I'm doing a fundraiser and I'm saying, you can't fucking stop me. When someone needs help, you help them. Katie, thank you so much for the $5. Says being moist is joyful. Just a personal opinion. Listen, I don't disagree at all. I think the inverse of that would be unjoyful. If I had to, from my vantage point, that seems to be the case. And Scott, thank you for gifting out 5 Deconstruction Zone memberships. Really appreciate that, Scott. Big W. And Pammy, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. We're going to put that right into the donation pile for Joyful, Moist Joyful now. And that's what we have to call them that forever now. Milan, thank you so much for the 100 CHF. I don't know what a CHF is, but it's red, so I have a rough idea of how much that is in American dollars. And it says, Justin, Old Testament does not mean church, right? Oh no. Oh, does not mention church. There we go. Right. Then Jesus comes along, talks about founding one. Did he really say that? And where did he get an idea? Well, the idea is when he said, upon this rock, I will build my church. And we kind of have this idea that he's referring to some sort of organized community. But in the Old Testament, they typically had the assembly, or the congregation, right? The moed. And so this idea that there was like a church of like just random willing participants wasn't as much of a thing as we like to think it was. That this kind of a New Testament idea that came along with this concept of synagogues and whatnot. Thank you so much for the support, though. And Nick, thank you so much for donating to our friend Moist Joyful. Says, community is what Christianity does well. We atheists can do it better. I agree with you wholeheartedly, Nick. That's one of the reasons why when I hear about somebody in the community, I am motivated to help. And not just because I care, but because, listen, if we don't take care of each other, nobody else will. That's all there is to it, right? So as a community, we have a communal debt to each other. And so this is part of being in a community. And Solar, thank you so much for the donation. Says, this is the greatest fundraiser of all time. You said moist, and my mind immediately went to Charlie, a.k.a. Penguins. That's it now. The word of the night is moist. This fundraiser has been brought to you by the word moist. There's nothing we could do about it. That's what's happened. It is what it is. Goth says, hope everything goes well. Well, thank you so much, Goth. And I think things are going to go pretty well. We have a really awesome community. And thank you for supporting. And Tom, thank you as well for supporting our friend Joyful. Tom says, best of luck, Joyful. $20. Thank you so much, Tom. Big W. And remember, if you don't want a super chat, you can send directly to our friend Joyful. His links are on the screen. Send him a message. Just send him a message with some money and say, fuck you, Joyful, take my money. You can't do anything about it. It's already in your account. You can't stop us. And Hercules says, moist, mo. That is going to be the word of the night. I'm okay with it. It is what it is. And Phil O coming in again. Thank you, Phil. Says, give them hell. Listen, that's what we're going to do. We're going to be raising hell. That's exactly what's going to happen. And JMR coming in again. Thank you so much, JMR. JMR says, if Joyful shows up next week with a 6-pack and an Eastern European chin line, still worth. Absolutely is. Listen, if you know Joyful, if you've been around our deconstruction space long enough and you know Joyful, the guy is amazing. He's just a one-of-a-kind type of guy. I literally trust him with my life. Let me run some totals so far, friends. This is where we're at so far. Okay, I am confident that we are going to reach our goal because we are already at. There we go. Updated $700. We're already at $700. We're over 23% of the way to our goal. And I haven't even counted all of the super chats. We've got another one from The Walking Dad for $10. Thank you so much, Walking Dad. I really appreciate that. Now, remember, the guest box is open. We're going to be doing some trivia here tonight as we're raising funds. If you want to participate in the trivia, we need at least 4 people to come up either in the YouTube or in the TikTok guest box so that we can plug them into the trivia games. So 4 participants, shit, we could do 3 participants. It doesn't have to be 4, but if you like Bible trivia, jump in, as Joel says, slip into my little box. And let's get going. All right, let me call it some more super chats. Master Machete here, thank you so much. He says, for Joyful. Well, thank you so much, Master. And it is great to see you tonight. And remember, you can give directly to Joyful at the links on the screen. And Jim says, praise Doug, $10. Well, praise Doug, hail the rock of salvation. And thank you so much for your generosity. And also TMJ Health, sending in a $20 for our friend Joyful. Thank you so much, TMJ. I can't think of TMJ without thinking of the jaw syndrome, though. I'm curious if that's a part of the reference to your tagline there. Jay Cow with the $20. Thank you so much, friend. Says rock hard for Joyful and Doug, of course. Listen, if you know Joyful at all, or I am his pastor, his alt account, you should be rock hard for Joyful. He's an amazing human being, and he's a great member of our community. And Chambermaid with a $20 donation as well. Thank you so much, Chambermaid. I appreciate that. And Plant-Based, great name, by the way. Thank you for the $4.99. Big W there. And Patty Chris coming in with a $9.99. Thank you so much, Patty. Totally appreciate it. And Jim Russell, thank you so much, Jim Russell, for the $200. Big W, Jim. Says, thank you for all that you do. I wish this was more, but please stay moist. That's what she said. That is what she said. She said moist. Moist. Jim, I'll say moist as many times as you need to tonight. We really appreciate the support. Big W, Jim. Thank you so much. And Fierce Interaction, my friend, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for the $20 super chat. It says, my spouse had cancer last year. A few surgeries and a lot of personal funds later. We're in a great place now, but my heart goes out to all the victims of the American healthcare system. Rock on, Joyful. And that's really the fact of the matter. I talked to Joyful back in 2024. All right. Back in 2024, he was telling me that he's got a surgery planned for his wife because of the car accident. And he told me when it was. And then when it started to approach, I started asking him if he was ready, if he was prepared, because he's going to have to take off work. He's going to have to take care of the kids. She's not going to be able to do anything. He's literally getting neck surgery, right? And he told me he had to push it back. And then a little while later, I talked to him. He's got to push it back. And it turns out it's because of financial reasons. So if that's the problem, guess what? We can help. Not a single one of us can fix the problem, but all of us together can help. Let's make sure that Joyful and family actually get what they need to keep on moving, to keep to keep on trucking, to keep the car on the road, to keep the family above water. You know what I mean? And Jenna says, stay as solid as Doug and keep rolling. Amen. Doug, thank you so much, Jenna Green. Big W on that. And we are going to keep on rolling. We're definitely going to keep on rolling. And guys, we've got a new count. Our count is steadily growing. And let me make sure I didn't miss any here. I may have missed, let's see now. Okay, I believe the last one we did from this one was here. Eris, thank you so much. Good to see you, friend. Thank you for the $1 donation. And also Gary Norris, thank you so much for the $19.99. Gary says, I hope Doug will bless me. Doug will bless you. Doug already has blessed you. You are all blessed by Doug. Thank you so much for donating to our friend. Now, just for some people that are just now filing in, we're going to be doing some trivia. I see some people in the guest box. I need one more person in our TikTok guest box to get the trivia started. So if you want to participate in the trivia, jump on into the guest box. I know the TikTok already throttled my TikTok stream because of the title. I may have to restart it. We'll see. Send it out to everybody in the community, though, so they know. But we're not looking for opposition tonight. Who gives a shit? We just need some people to come up and have some fun and do some trivia with us. And if you're watching on YouTube, you already know how to get into it. In fact, let me put my my link back on the screen. Hold on a second. Let's see. Where did I put that damn thing? Oh, I'll add it later. But anyways, apostate exam. Great name, by the way. Thank you for the $5 donation. Says Joyful can take my money and go fuck himself right on Doug's glory hole. I love it. I love it. And Alan says, say moist too much and you'll trigger Ben Shapiro. Oh my gosh. Listen, he's easy to trigger. And I think there's a reason why his empire is slowly crumbling. That and all of the money that's no longer, it was built on donor money, not on viewers. And it's the donor money is drying up. Kyle coming in again with a $50 super chat. Big W, Kyle. Thank you so much. He says, Messiah Doug, all hail Doug. And we agree. Here at the DZ, we are all rock hard for Doug. And Kyle, we're glad that you're rock hard for Doug. And listen, I'm rock hard for Joyful. And Eris says, for Joyful, couldn't be more happy to tell him and his wife out of their time of need, or help him and his wife out in their time of need. Praise Doug. Well, thank you so much. Big appreciation for that. And if I remember, here's the part of the problem is they've got like 4 or 5 kids. Like, this is a really big demand for his wife to get this surgery. This is a really big thing that needs to happen, and it's going to take a lot of help and coordination. Debbie, thank you for the $10 donation. He says, I am a rock, and rock feels no shame. Actually, technically, I think you're right. I can't really argue with that. And the Nightman comes and says, Joyful, take these moist bills. Listen, if you've ever met a stripper, you know about moist bills. Thank you so much for the donation. And we've got 3 people in our TikTok guest box now. Let me pull them in. Welcome in.
How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm going to be horrible at this. I have very low biblical knowledge. If that's going to screw that's going to screw anything up, I'll bounce.
Oh, no. It's not. This is just for fun. I don't expect any like scholars to jump in the box and school anyone.
Okay, good. A scholar I am not.
Oh no, you just got to have a good time. That's all. Don't worry about it. All right, let me
Cool.
get the screen sorted out real quick. All right, and then
He's not telling you that I'm a scholar with 8 degrees, though. That's what he's not telling you.
I forgot about that, Crystal. Oh my goodness. All right, I think I've got the screens about set up and ready to go so everyone can see the guests that are participating. And with that, let's do our first round. We've got a 3-member round for round number 1, and we're going to have to pick a number between 1 and 77. And who's ever closest to the number in my head gets to go first.
18.
I heard 15. Okay, 15, 23.
27.
And 27. Okay, well, my number was 77, so the highest number got it.
That's me, right? Yeah.
So I think that was 23. Did I hear 23?
Yeah,
I said 27.
Oh, 27. 27 got it. Fantastic. Okay, so 27. Is that Hercules? Did I see that right?
Yes, sir.
Hercules, thank you so much. All right. We're gonna get going, and let me put the screen up so you can see the screen. 1 second.
You guys keep tapping the screen. Don't forget to donate. We're doing this for Joyful. He's amazing. And if you don't follow him, you should be Joyful Apostate.
Yes, and for those who are just filing in, you can donate directly to Joyful through the links provided on the screen. If you donate through Super Chat, YouTube will take like 30% of it, somewhere in there. If you donate directly to Joyful, just do me a favor and tag a little message on it that says, fuck you, Joyful. You can't stop me from giving you money. Just you can't stop us. We're going to do it.
That's right.
So,
hey, you guys, if you need a PayPal link, you could DM me. I'll send you a PayPal link too.
I can't wait to get a text message from Joyful tomorrow morning. Just like, what the fuck did you do, Justin? It's like, listen, I did what I had to do.
I've texted him to tell him to take a look. I don't know when he's gonna look.
Should be a fun time. All right. So that being said,
he's not the boss of us.
He is not the boss of us. Hercules is owning the board right now. We've got 25 questions on the board. Where do you want to start, friend?
Spot number 1, top left.
All right. Oops. Sorry, I got to save the board. We're going to start with 3 teams, and we're going to start Old Testament for 100. And so you're team 1, and user will be team 2, and Chris will be team 3. So we'll go from bottom to the top. Sound good?
Excellent.
Okay, Old Testament for 100. The way Samson lost his great strength.
I know that one. He cut his hair.
You got it. Yes, absolutely.
Woohoo! I'm bald too. Let's do it.
It says reveal correct answer. Hit spacebar. Yep. What was his hair was cut? You nailed it. All right, 100
Do we
points.
just answer or buzz in? What do we do?
Well, shoot. So typically, what we've been doing is it's like make it, take it, like on the basketball court.
Okay.
So
Okay,
if you pick the box and you give a wrong answer, then the next person gets to chime in, like whoever has the answer.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. How do I get to the next question? Continue is escape. Okay, so Hercules, you got the first question right, which means you're still up. You're still in charge of the board.
All right. Let's just go down the column there.
Sorry, there we get the actual. I apologize. There we go. Now you can read everything, I think. All right, let's go Old Testament for 200. The person whose family was taken out by angels just before the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Oh gosh, I have no idea. I'll just say, are you allowed to give me a clue?
Unfortunately, I cannot.
Okay. I'll just say David.
Unfortunately, not. Any other takers?
Me?
Yeah, I got it.
Is it
If you know it, shout it out.
Lot.
Oh, I heard 2 at once, but I think user was already chimed in. So, do we see Lot? We do. Team 2 with 200 points. Now, Team 2 is in control of the board, user. All right.
Let's go New Testament for 300.
All right. The type of criminals that were crucified with Jesus.
Thieves.
Do we see thieves? That's exactly what we see. Absolutely. Now you're in a commanding lead so far. 500 points. What's next?
Hi, Joyful. Joyful just
Joyful just given. Hey, Joyful, just want to let you know we love you, but you can't stop us. We're raising funds for you tonight. It's going to happen whether you like it or not. Just sit back and enjoy the ride. I love you, buddy. We're going to do some trivia.
Fuck you, Joyful.
I've
Take
been
our money.
there, Joyful.
I'm sorry, where are we going next, buddy?
All right, let's go 400.
All right.
Category.
New Testament 400. The occupation of the man who climbed a tree to see Jesus.
Oh, I think I know this song. I think he's a tax collector. Zacchaeus.
Yeah, he was a tax collector. Yep. I think more people,
well, you know?
yeah, more people know the song than the actual passage. It's such a catchy song.
Wait, let's see. Let's go names. Names for 200.
Oh, daring. Okay, all right. She said, she said the wording got messed up here. To her mother-in-law, where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God.
Are you looking for the mother-in-law or who said it?
The person who said it, yeah.
I'm gonna say it's Ruth. I think.
Yes, it was Ruth. Very good. Very good. Okay.
Boy.
You're still in charge of the board.
Old Testament 500.
All right. Going big. The person who ate holy temple bread when he was hungry.
Oh shoot. I've got nothing. No,
That's a
no.
tougher one. Yeah. Yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
you'll know it's David, right? Yeah, David.
Oh shoot. Okay. Oh,
I
then
was
he
gonna
gets.
say that.
Oh,
You bring
sorry.
this up a lot,
I'm
don't
sorry.
you?
I forgot we had to do a rebound. I'm sorry.
David,
man.
David was going to be my answer for everything.
I knew it was. All right. Sorry about that, friends. It's my bad. Slap on the wrist for the host. Okay. User
Let
did.
Crystal go. She hasn't started.
So yeah, user didn't get it. So I think we're just going to move on to Crystal then.
Bible books. Is that Bible books for 100?
Yes. All right. Coming up, first book in which we read about Moses receiving the 10 Commandments.
Exodus.
Yes. It is Exodus. The sound effects was good timing too, wherever that came from.
Was it not? That's Zelda.
Perfect
But it
timing.
was perfect. Let's go Bible books for 200.
Number of Bible books purportedly written by Moses.
5.
Indeed it is 5. Very good. Keep on rolling, Crystal. What's next?
Keep going down Bible books.
Number of books in the Bible actually written by Moses.
0.
Yeah, that's fucking 0.
I could have got that one.
I couldn't stop myself.
That's funny.
I've got a problem,
That was
guys.
a good one, Justin. Let's go 400.
All right, Bible books 400. Last book of the Old Testament.
Oh my God, I always get 2 books mixed up because they both start with the same letter. So I might mess this up. But I'm going to say Malachi.
Yeah.
Indeed, it was Malachi.
I always mix it up with Micah or something.
Yes.
I get them confused. Okay, let's see. What did we have? Let's go New Testament 100.
Okay, New Testament 100. Jesus' crown, when he was crucified, was made of this.
What are thorns?
Correct, Amundo. What are thorns? And now you're tied for the lead.
All right, 200 for New Testament, please.
Very good. Besides gold and frankincense, this was the third gift from the wise men for baby Jesus.
What is myrrh?
What is myrrh? You nailed it. Yes, it wasn't rock hard abs.
It was not. Let's go Old Testament 300.
All right.
Notice how I'm avoiding geography.
I know there's a typology to your situation happening. Food that Samson ate from the dead carcass of a lion.
Wow, I have no idea, so I'm gonna just take a wild guess and say he had lobster and caviar.
It was not. Anybody else?
Honey.
Yep. Who just said that first? I
did. Well, I'm sorry. I said it too.
User,
I
right?
who said it first.
It looked like user.
Who knows?
Oh, come on. I only got 100 points.
I'm so sorry.
All right.
We need a moderator. We don't have a moderator. It was pretty close. We can. All right. Let me. We can. Let me think.
Go for it, man.
No,
I think
it's okay.
foreskins and honey was the
Foreskin.
That's my favorite
The answer
cereal.
was honey. All right. I'm going to give points to both user and Hercules because I think they both actually had it.
Much appreciated.
Thank you.
But I believe. I believe. Shit. How do we choose who goes next?
User can go. It's fine. I'm just going to
go
embarrass
back
myself.
to the person who went first. Wouldn't it go to them next since I got it wrong?
Yeah, I think what we should do, I think last time we did this, rather than having a toss-up at the end of a wrong answer, we just moved on to the next person until all 3 people or all 4 people had a chance to give an answer. I think that's what we did last time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool.
I think that might be a little easier than doing the toss-up because it's hard to see who is coming in at what time.
Sure.
But I do believe Hercules is in charge of the board. For the rest of the round, let's do that where we'll we'll do one answer at a time until somebody either gets it or we exhaust all of the guests.
All right. What are the scores? Can you read them for me, please?
Yes. So team number 1, Hercules, has got 400. Team number 2, which is User, has 1,400, and team 3 coming in close with 1,300, which is Crystal.
All right. I got some catching up to do. So let's try to make it troublesome for Crystal there. Go to geography, 500.
Oh, going big right off the bat.
Nice.
You're smart.
Town where Ruth and Naomi lived after returning to Israel.
Oh, no idea. Pittsburgh.
It is not Pittsburgh. Any guess, User?
No, I don't.
No guess? Crystal?
Nothing.
I don't lose points for guessing, right?
No.
Do I? Okay. I don't know. Let's go with Bethlehem. I don't know.
Actually,
Let's go with a Bible.
actually,
No, it's not. That totally blew up in my
That's nice.
face.
Well done.
Yes.
Totally blew up in my face.
Nice.
Crystal is cooking right now.
That could have
Well
only
done.
gone worse if she got a daily double.
That was awesome.
That was amazing. All right, so Crystal's in charge of the board, or actually, yeah. Well, hold on. Yeah, Crystal's in charge of the board.
Okay, let's go. Well, let's go geography for 100.
Okay. River where John the Baptist did most of his baptizing.
Oh my God, I have no idea. Like, I literally can't even think. I'm going to say the Jordan. I don't know.
The Jordan River is it? Yes.
Good at guessing, girl.
I hate Crystal.
Okay. I'm going to get out of geography because I am literally just winging it there. Let's
running
go.
the
You're cooking.
You're doing it.
I only got 2 right. And there's 3 still to get, and I'm not going to get them because I'm going to run out of my luck. Okay, we'll go geography 200. You guys talk me into it. Let's do it.
All right.
Yay.
Geography for 200.
Yay.
The city often referred to as the Holy City.
Jerusalem.
That is Jerusalem, yes. And we're still moving with you in charge of the board.
Okay, let's go Bible books for 500.
All right. Big
that
one.
sounded good too. The sound effects was perfect for pulling that up.
The book of the Bible that gives the prophecy of weeks.
I have no idea, so I'm going with Daniel.
Daniel is the book.
Golly. Good guesser.
He's trolling.
I'm
He's
sorry,
making this
the
up.
Bible is predictable. Okay, the Bible is predictable. Let's remember that, people. Okay, we only have about 4 different storylines. They're just done in different
Yeah,
cities
yeah.
with different sisters. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what's going on.
Take it to the bank.
Okay, let's see. What's the middle category? I can't see because
It's
all the stuff on.
oh, it's
names.
names.
Let's go names 100.
Okay, names
Names
for
100.
100. Says he wore clothing made of camel's hair.
Okay, I really don't know this one at all. I'm not joking this time. I'm gonna guess, and I'm gonna say Joseph.
Was
Okay, I
not
got it wrong.
Joseph.
See you guys.
So
My
now,
guesses aren't always right.
so now it goes to participant number 1, Hercules.
Was it John the Baptist?
It was John the Baptist, indeed. Very good.
Sweet.
We got some points on the board. Let's roll.
I'm surprised. I knew more than I thought here. Okay, let's keep going with names. 300.
He cried after hearing a rooster crow.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
You got it.
Old McDonald.
Oh no, it was not.
It's David. Is it David?
It-
David.
Peter.
It was. It was. It
No,
was.
no. Don't
It was.
don't tell
It was not David, but
Don't tell him
user is the next up.
Come on, Peter, right? It's Peter.
It was Peter.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we could call him out. When
Sorry,
he got it wrong.
we switched it up. So I think in order, because I can't tell who's talking first, when somebody gets it wrong, we'll just move. In number from
Oh, you
user
did
1,
say
user
that.
2,
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
We're all figuring it out as we're going here.
Oh, was that not me?
So no,
Was that
user,
supposed to not go?
user, you got it.
Okay, cool.
You got it right, user.
Okay, cool.
which means you're still in striking distance.
Let's go old distance for 400 then.
All right. The first murderer in the Bible.
Cain.
Yes. Our boy Cain. 2100. Now you're getting really close.
Boy.
Got some heavy ones coming.
Let's tie it up with New Testament 500.
Okay, New Testament 500. The final wound to the dead body of Jesus on the cross.
Would have been to his side.
It is, yes, indeed. The spear to the side, yeah. Which puts you tied for first place now.
Then let's go names for 400.
All right, names for 4. The person who God was speaking to when he said, I am who I am.
This is Moses.
Yes, it was Moses.
Okay, good. It was either Moses or Abraham. I was like, oh no.
Big win.
Wait, are you a Christian user?
I'm a preacher's kid. Does that count?
No, are you? No,
I'm not.
No,
I'm not a Christian in the slightest. No.
Okay, good. Because if you're gonna beat me, I don't want to be beat by a Christian.
No, I just
Just
whatever.
kidding.
Would have hated being a slave then.
Just
boy.
deep in it,
Oh no!
Let's go ahead and do names for 500.
Okay. The oldest brother of Joseph, ruler of Egypt.
God, I think I know this one too. I think it's Reuben.
And the answer is Reuben. This is the payoff for being the PK.
If this is it, oh man. Geography for 300.
It doesn't get any better than this. The meaning of the name Golgotha.
Oh man. Is this the hill of the skull? Hill of bones? Hill of the skull? Something like that?
I would accept that, yes. It's the place of the skull.
Place of the skull. Okay.
I think we can accept that, though.
Thank you.
Last one, geography, everyone's favorite category. The mountain where God asked Abraham to sacrifice Isaac.
Well, the only mountain that I can think of from the Old Testament that comes up to mind is Sinai.
That is not the one, although there's certainly some debate on that, but the one named in Genesis chapter 22 is not that one. So it moves to Crystal.
Oh, I was gonna say Sinai. It's not Sinai. How many mountains could there possibly be mentioned in the Bible, right? Like, I can only think of one other, and it's not going to be it, but I'm going to say it. Mount Ararat? I don't know.
That would have been my other one.
Hercules, do you have a wager? Do you have a guess?
I think I do, yeah. Is it, I think it's pronounced Moriah, Mount Moriah?
Yes, that's what it is, yes.
Yeah.
All right, Hercules, get some points on the board, 900. And so our final standing with an amazing come-from-behind victory by user 255, 3,800, Crystal with 2,600, and Hercules with 900. Big W for the first round participants. Thank you so much for participating. And we've got another member that's now in our TikTok queue. I may restart the TikTok queue the TikTok stream because it's getting throttled right now. It's not sending out to anybody. So make sure we can get some people in here. But let me grab our super chats and we'll recalculate our tally and we'll put it on the board so we can see if we're getting close to our goal here. We've got from Bearded Heretic a $10 donation, says good luck, Joyful. Well, thank you so much, Bearded Heretic. It's definitely appreciated.
Hey, that was me.
Oh, that's you. Thank you.
Me. My TikTok name just sucks. Yeah.
You're bearded. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Well, Big W, thank you for that, Bearded. Kendra says, you and Joyful got me through a lot of rough early on deconstruction years. Appreciate both y'all. Well, thank you so much, Kendra. And I'm the first one to admit that deconstruction is not easy. I think the Christians want to paint it as like we're just out here partying and having a good time. Like we just wanted to go sin, but that's not what deconstruction is all about. Lee here, thank you so much for the $20. Says, just got here, don't know why fundraiser, but I trust you all. So we'll catch everybody up. So our friend Joyful, a valuable member of our community that most of you know and love. I don't want to give too much information, but the backstory is essentially this. His wife was in an automobile accident. She has some medical conditions. Because of it, she needs a surgery. Last I heard was that the surgery had been put off like 2 or 3 times already due to financial constraints. And there is other stuff happening as well that probably doesn't need to be mentioned here. And the fact of the matter is, we love Joyful, and if he needs support, I want to make sure that we can support him during this time. So, anyways, that's what's happening here. And we talked a little while ago about doing a fundraiser, and then he texted me and said, don't do a fundraiser. And I think it's just because he was being too modest. And I decided, fuck it, I'm doing a fundraiser and you can't stop me. We're going to send you money whether you like it or not. You can send money directly. You don't have to do super chats. You can send directly to Joyful, to his Venmo or his Cash App at the links on the screen, and just say, fuck you, Joyful. You can't stop me from sending you money. You can't do it. I'm going to do it. You can't stop me from doing it. Now, I'm also matching the first $1,000 of donations. The first $1,000 of donations, I am personally matching. So we should be able to move this needle. In fact,
Justin, Joel Reed's Bible says to grab your PayPal.
My PayPal? Oh, my PayPal.
That's what he says.
Oh, someone sent something to my PayPal. I apologize. I wasn't actually looking at my phone. I didn't realize anything was going to be sent to my PayPal. Give me 1 second. I'm opening it now.
It's because Joel is Canadian.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. Okay, I've got PayPal open now. 1 second. Let me see. There should be like a history in here, right? Yes, there is. Thank you so much. I got $20 from Robert Sadler and also $100 from Joel. Joel, thank you so much.
Woo-hoo!
Big W,
Thank you,
Joel. And I don't think there's a message tag. Let me see if there's a message. He says, oh, interesting. You're going to like this. He says, not for Joyful, for I am his pastor. I love it.
That's awesome. Yeah, you can donate to I Am His Pastor at the same Venmo, same cash. And don't forget, if you need a PayPal, you don't have to send it to Justin. I have a PayPal that goes directly to Joyful and Holly, his beautiful wife. So you could DM me and I will give you their PayPal information so you can send money to PayPal.
Exactly. And we're going to keep on rolling. I got a couple more super chats, so we'll get the next round of participants in here. Actually, I'll probably restart the TikTok, then get the participants loaded up. But we got a super chat here from Scott that says, would you ever debate Ben Shapiro, Justin? Sure, I don't see why I wouldn't. Listen, if Ben Shapiro wants to debate the existence of God, I'm more than happy to do it. I don't know if that's the thing that he's really into, but I'm more than happy to do it. And Taylor Greger, thank you for the $5, says, member now, cheat sheet is huge. Praise Doug. Well, thank you so much for being a member. And listen, I do like the cheat sheet. It's continuing to grow. I've got a bunch of notes that I'm ready to drop on it here in the near future of alternative resurrection accounts. So you can have something to compare Jesus's resurrection account to from the time period. I think you're going to like it. The Walking Dad, thank you so much for the donation, says, may Doug bless you and keep your stacks of papers from flying away. Listen, if there's anything Doug is for sure good for, it's that. No doubt about that. Thank you so much, Walking Dad. And JMR, again, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. JMR says, imagine if we were all still Christians, we'd have to somehow rationalize an out of context Bible passage and an empty promise of prayer tonight was better than the payment type hospitals except former idiot. We all were. Listen, if we were all Christians, we'd be giving thoughts and prayers. But because we're not Christians, because we're rational human beings, we're not giving thoughts and prayers. We're actually giving like actual help. We're coming together and we're doing what we can do to help help out our friend Joyful. And I think this is the best we can do by getting everyone together and saying, "Hey, let's put some funds together." Bad Religion, thank you for the super chat. Though it says, "Always joyful to help the community in time of need. Hope this helps." Well, Bad Religion, it really, really does. It really does. And our total just keeps growing. Here in just a few minutes, I'm going to update the total on the screen so you can see where we're at. Philo says the American healthcare. It's not good. I know. The American healthcare, don't get sick, and if you do, expire quickly. That's 100% what the American healthcare system is like. That's 1,000,000% what the American healthcare system is like. It's unfortunate, but that is the case. And Radical Dreamers says $9.99 for Joyful. Well, thank you so much, Radical Dreamer. Big W on that. And Godwin coming in with the $1.99 as well. Thank you so much, Godwin. Really, really appreciate that. And our friend GH is also with us tonight. Thank you so much, GH. GSNN 999 says, our almighty Doug said you needs to protect your foreskin. Joyful might steal it to touch on his wife's foot. Hopefully the reference lands and a short recovery for his wife. It does. Exodus chapter 4 is what you're referring to with the whole episode of the bridegroom of blood and Zipporah. That's a horrific and amazing story all at once. But thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. I've just got a couple more super chats here that came in from Ken. Thank you so much. It says, joyful, joyful, we adore thee. Never thought I'd sincerely say those words again. Oh yeah, no, singing hymns, not something I do very often, but for our friend Joyful, I would sing a hymn. I can't even sing. I'd do it for him though. Marcus, thank you so much for the $2. It says, praise Doug, spread love. Listen, I agree. That's what we're all about. Spread the love, not the hate. And Theoden, thank you so much for the $1.99 super heart. I really appreciate that. And Spectra Cycles, thank you so much for the $20 donation. It's a huge win. Really appreciate that. It says, this can't be real. How is this possible without a supreme imaginary being or mass prayer to thank? I love watching us evolve away from tribal cults. Being able to agree on subjective morals, who would have thought? Isn't that crazy that us heathens with no morals can come together and like actually help each other? It's a crazy thing. I didn't have any sky carcass come to me and tell me that we needed to help anyone. I don't think we need it. And also, Rebecca, thank you so much for the $9.99. Big W, totally appreciate it. And we're doing jumping jacks with you. And Sapient Cephalopod, thank you for the 616. Hail Nero, by the way. And they say, have a headache? Take an aspirin and say a prayer. The prayer works every time. Yeah, right. That's what it is. It wasn't the aspirin that you took. It was obviously the prayer. It was the thoughts and prayers. And Andrew, thank you so much for the $20. Andrew says, sending well wishes and good vibes for a quick and easy recovery. Well, thank you so much, Andrew. Really appreciate that. And guys, if you know Joyful, you know how huge of a supporter he is to everybody in our community. So now is a time that we can give back. And Larry Beck, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. It says love. Well, we love you, and thank you so much for the support, Larry. Let me update our totals so we can not lose track. So I told you when we started, I was going to be matching the first $1,000, and I am. Now, we have just hit, okay? We have just hit our first $1,000. We have $1,096, which brings our total with the match, brings our total up to $2,096. I mean, guys, we're just
That is awesome.
We're just rolling here. We're literally just rolling.
That is awesome.
So we're gonna.
You guys are amazing, Justin. Thank you for matching that. That is amazing. You guys, Justin, you know, you love watching him and you guys think he's cute and smart and stuff. But I also want you to know Justin is a really good guy. He is so nice. He works hard for this communities in ways you don't see, you don't know. He does it all quietly behind the scenes, and he's amazing. So make sure you give your props to Justin too, because he really, really cares about this community. It's not just all about debates and a show for him.
Thanks, Crystal. I appreciate that. And I mean, that I think that's the point too. Is like the debates are great. By the way, I do love the debates. But
we do love those.
This is a community. Like we're part of a community, and being part of a community means that when someone's down, you reach down and give them a hand. You know what I mean? And let me do this. I'm going to restart the TikTok live stream with a different title, because when I immediately started the TikTok live stream, it said that I was going to get throttled for the title. So let me restart it with a different title, and I'll get the TikTok stream right back. Come right back, friends.
Okay.
Oh, TikTok. There's like nothing I can do to not be banned constantly on TikTok. If there's been a lot of creators that left TikTok to come over and just do YouTube, and this is why they do it. This is why it happens, is because it's literally like impossible to like do a stream on TikTok without getting banned or throttled or having your account, temporarily banned. It's just nonsense. It's crazy. But it is what it is. So guys, we are already at 2/3 of our goal. Now, listen, if we blow by our goal, I'm more than happy to keep going. The night is still early. We literally just started, and we've got more trivia to come. So with that being said, if you want to join in the trivia, we're gonna get another round of trivia going right now. We just restarted our TikTok queue, so if you want to get into the trivia, jump into the TikTok queue, and we're gonna get the trivia going. And while we're waiting, Johanna, thank you so much for the donation. Johanna says, "I'm so sorry, Joyful, that you live in a first world country with third world healthcare," and that really is that is really the case. That is the situation. And I've got to do a conversion. Hold on, let's see. Convert CRC to USD so I can put this into my calculator. Very good. Now I can put this into our spreadsheet and do a calculation. Thank you so much, Johanna. I really appreciate that. Big W, good to see you tonight, friend. And we're going to keep rolling. We're going to keep rolling. If you want to participate in the trivia, now is the time to jump into the TikTok queue, and we'll get you pulled up. And Phyllis says, we can't have universal health care. That's communism. And we all know how Jesus felt about helping people. Isn't that crazy that the people most against universal health care are the people that believe the New Testament is true and that Jesus wanted you to give all your money away to help the poor? Crazy. AJ's Adventures, thank you so much for the $19.99 donation. AJ says, recommending a book, One Nation Under God, How Corporate America Invented Christian America by Kevin Cruz. It sounds like a great book recommendation. Let me see if I can get a copy of that. Let's see. One Nation Under God, How Corporate America Invented. Oh, there it is. One Nation. Fantastic. Shit, he's even done some interviews. Okay, I love watching a good interview before I read a book too. Okay. He's from Princeton. Shit. All right, listen, that's a great recommendation. Big W on that recommendation. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, AJ. I love a good rec. And Forsaken Foreskins, great name, says calamari sale. Buy 100, get 100 free. Dine in only. Thank you so much, Forsaken. And Kitty, thank you so much for the $19.99. Says, thanks so much for all the joy, Joyful, Mrs. Swan. Well, thank you so much, Mrs. Swan. And Joyful is a bringer of joy. That's been my experience. All right, let's get some contestants in the box here. We've got Crystal and Hercules and Nico. Is there a fourth contestant, a brave contestant, a fourth contestant that we can bring in and get ready for our next round of Bible trivia? Any takers? Also,
Carrie, you should get up here. Schley, listen, I see a bunch of you out there. Don't be chickens. Get on. Come on up and play.
we got one. We got another victim. Okay. All right. Gigi is with us. How you doing, Gigi?
Oh, great, Justin. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. So, we've got 4 contestants. We're going to start another round of the Bible Jeopardy. Oh, let me make sure that you can be seen on the screen. There we go. Now everyone can see you on the screen. Okay. So, that being said, though, in order to get started, we have to figure out who's going to go first. So, I'm going to say pick a number between 1 and 700. And who's ever closest to my number will, in fact, go first.
666.
Good.
67.
49.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
49.
Oh, 449 for me.
8.
Well, whoever said 666 nailed it on the button. I literally raised it to 700 just so I could do 666.
No.
That was my line of thinking. I'm a prophet. Send me your money.
Absolutely a profit.
No, send Joyful the money. The prophet wants you to send Joyful the money.
Okay, so just like before, all right, we're going to have 25 questions on the board. We're going to start with Hercules. He was the closest to my number. And then we'll go from bottom to top. So we'll go Hercules, Nico, Crystal, and Gigi. So that's team 1, team 2, team 3, team 4. If you miss a question, you don't get the answer, it'll just automatically move to the next participant until all 4 people have missed it. Then I'll give the answer. So I think that's the best way to run it for now, unless we can think of something better. And while we're getting the TikTok live stream reopened, I do have Joyful's information on the screen, and I've got it in the description of the video if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook or anything like that. So all the stuff is down there. And if you're watching this in the future, you're watching this playback a week from now. In the description of this video on YouTube, you'll have links directly to Joyful's accounts, so you can directly donate to our friend Joyful. And with that, we've got a new board ready. We've got Bible verses, Bible events, Bible numbers, Bible things, and Bible women.
I am going to just totally screw up Bible women and you're all going to laugh.
I'm not saying that you have to get this category right, but I'm just saying that there might be some expectations.
Pressure.
There's a lot of pressure.
Some pressure.
Yeah.
Let's do Bible numbers for 100, Alex.
All right. Bible numbers for 100. The number of days God used to create the world.
6, rested on the 7th.
Yeah, we got that one. That was an easy one. Okay. It was 6 days.
I'm just going to stick with all the 100s. Let's top left.
All right. Bible verses 400 says, "This became flesh," according to John 1.
Geez, it's either the Word of God or the bread that we consume. I'm going to go with the Word of God.
It was. Yes, it was the Word of God. Yeah. Very good.
Goodness, my Aunt Debbie would be so proud of me. All right, let's go 100 on the next one over.
Bible events for 100. How long the Israelites wandered through the wilderness?
40 years, but they could have done it in 2 weeks if they did it in a straight line.
Yes, they were cursed to wander for 40 years because of the bad report. You got another one. You're now up 300 points, and you're in control of the board.
Somebody told me that if they did that in a straight line, the first person to leave would have got to where they were going before the last person left. Have you ever heard that before? Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if they had done it in a straight line, my understanding is that they purposely wandered in the desert because they were cursed, not because they were lost. I mean, according to the book of Numbers, when they gave the bad report, God was so upset that he cursed them to wander for 40 years, which is the amount of time it took that generation to die off.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
let's keep going across the board there.
All right, Bible things for 100. This item was used to part the Red Sea with Moses.
I'm trying. He like spread his hands and he had some sort of staff. Yeah, he had a staff, right?
It was a staff, yes. Although I would have accepted a wind, an east wind, because it says in the Bible that an east wind parted the sea. I would have accepted that too, although it wasn't written here. But
Okay.
Bible women for 100. A woman that was said to be righteous according to all the precepts of the law.
A specific woman or a general term for a woman?
There's only one woman in the Bible that says she was righteous according to all of the precepts of the law.
I'm gonna guess Mother Mary. No.
Nope. Goes to Nico then.
Hello.
Yep. How you doing, Nico?
I'm doing good. So the question is, a woman that was said to be the righteous. Okay, is this So you said it's not Mary. Would this be Eve?
It was not even, and technically she was the first sinner.
Oh yeah, that was a dumb guess, but
No, it's okay. Crystal,
How do
No, it happens.
Okay. I don't even know if the name I'm going to say is a woman's name because I think it's a part of a couple. And I think that everybody says their name together like it's one name, it's da-da-da and da-da-da. And I want to say the first name, but I'm afraid that's the guy's name. So I'm going to say it. But is it Ananias and Sapphira or whatever?
No, they got.
I don't know.
They were murdered
Okay.
by Peter. Peter murdered them for
that's
not.
the ones that were. That's right. That's the ones that were murdered.
damn
But
Peter.
it is a couple. It is a couple.
It is a couple. Yes, the woman is married. So Gigi 69. It's your chance to steal the board. What say you?
I'm gonna say double or nothing, Zachariah and Elizabeth. And also, Zachariah would be the only other perfect person besides Jesus, so he probably wouldn't need a sacrifice,
No,
would
it
he?
wasn't them.
Well, the question is a woman that was said to be righteous according to all the precepts.
Elizabeth. What is
There
Elizabeth?
you go. It's Elizabeth. You nailed it. Yeah. So, Crystal, you knew it was a couple, and it was a couple.
I knew it was a couple.
We were looking for Elizabeth, though.
I was
So,
like, it's not Zachariah. But Elizabeth, yes, that
so
makes sense.
Gigi gets the 100 points and gets control of the board.
Who is Elizabeth? Is that Noah's wife?
It was Zachariah's wife, the father and mother of John the Baptist.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't she related to Mary too?
Yeah, they were cousins.
Cousins, right?
Although sometimes I've had brain farts where I thought they were sisters. I don't think they were sisters. They were definitely cousins, according to Luke. But my brain always wants to make them sisters.
Right, yeah. Let's do bad things for 200, Alex.
Listen, it's Bible things, but I'm now a little bit upset that I didn't make a category called bad Bible things because there are so many to pick from. How did that not enter my mind? I don't know. I wasn't thinking. Okay, one of the items stored in the Ark of the Covenant besides the tablets.
Oh, God.
There are two additional items. You just got to get one of them.
Was it the Ten Commandments? The tablets of the Ten Commandments?
Besides the tablets.
Oh, besides the tablets, I'm going to go with a jar of oil.
That is not the correct answer.
Is it Nina?
Hercules, did you say manna?
It's a jar of manna, yeah.
Yes, it was a jar of manna and a staff, or Aaron's magic rod. Hercules, very good. So that puts you up to 600 now, and now you're in control of the board.
I honestly can't believe I'm doing this. Let's
You're
press my
crushing
luck.
it.
Let's go down to 500 Bible verses.
Oh, that's going to be tough. Okay, Bible verses for 500. Blessed are the blank, for they shall be called the children of God.
Is it blessed are the meek? Or blind?
What are oh shit! Sorry, I didn't mean to reveal the answer so soon. It was the peacemakers. The peacemakers. I'm sorry. I totally brain
every
farted.
time Justin does that, we all have to drink. You guys, you hear me?
Take a shot. Okay. Well, that being said, we'll just automatically bump control of the board over to Nico since he's next in line.
Okay.
Okay, I love it. Let's go Bible events for 400.
All right, Bible events for 4. This man survived a shipwreck and was bitten by a snake.
Shipwreck and was bitten by a snake. Shipwreck him. This isn't Noah, is it?
It was not Noah. I'm sorry. Wrong answer.
Damn.
Crystal, any
All right,
guess?
all
What? How much money is this one worth?
400.
Is this? Oh, so it's a harder one.
It's a little harder.
right. Yeah, I don't know this
Okay.
at all.
The only other person that I can think of is Jonah.
It was not Jonah. Gigi?
I'm gonna go with the father of Christianity, who is Paul.
It was Paul, yes. Yeah, it was
but I-
Paul. Very good. So that puts Gigi then up to 500, almost up to first place, just a very close second place. And Gigi's in control of the board now.
It's hard for me to see that.
I can move it.
Let's go Bible events 200.
Let me move it down a little bit here so it's more visible and not covered up by stuff.
That's better.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Bible events for 200. This city's walls fell after the Israelites marched around it for 7 days.
Let's go with Jericho, please.
It was indeed Jericho, yes. And now Gigi is in the lead.
Bible events 300, please.
This prophet was taken up to heaven in a chariot of fire.
Oh, okay. I always get these two mixed up, so this is going to be a 50-50. Is he Elijah?
It was Elijah. Yes, indeed. It was
Yes.
Elijah. Very good. Now you're in a commanding lead and in control of the board still.
I'm
Let's do
sorry, can I
500.
interrupt for 1 second? Justin, they're saying your mic is over modulating.
Oh, I might be too close to it. Is that better?
Yes, that is.
It was pretty close to my face. Sorry about that.
Let's finish out that category, please.
Yeah, Bible events for 500. This battle was happening when the sun stood still.
Oh.
This is a tougher one.
I have no idea. I'm just going to say the Battle of Armageddon, even though that's in the future, supposedly.
I'm sorry, it was not the Battle of Armageddon. It goes to Hercules.
It was when the sun stood still. It was it has something to do with Gideon, the Battle of Gideon.
You're so close, but it's not. I'm sorry.
No, wait, hold on. I've read this. I read the word before, and I have no idea how to pronounce it. It's like AIJOH or something like that. I can't remember.
It's on the tip of your tongue, but it's not Gideon.
Okay.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't know then.
I know you were like you're so close to it. Nico?
It's just Ajalon.
It was not. Sorry.
Oh.
Crystal?
Battle of Gibeon.
Yes. Yes, it was the Battle of Gibeon. Indeed.
I got one letter wrong.
You were so close. And when you said it, I was like, oh, I know what it is now.
I can't buy a vowel.
I
All right, go ahead.
apologize that I couldn't accept Gideon because Gideon is the name of one of the judges.
Gotcha. I got you.
Like that was a specific person. Sorry, I got good. But Crystal, I think, is now in control of the board and is looking at in third place. Crystal, what's next?
Bible verses for 200, please.
Longest verse in the Bible.
I have no idea. I don't think I've ever thought about this.
I apologize. I worded this wrong. It should say the longest chapter in the Bible.
Oh, the longest chapter in the Bible. I'm going to go with something probably pedantic, like Psalms, and guess some random number. We're going to go with Psalms 113. I don't know.
You were so close, but it was not. Gigi, you want to steal?
Yes, I would like to steal. Let's go with Psalm 119.
It
I
is
was going to
indeed.
say I was gonna say John 11:35, but that would be rude.
It is indeed Psalm 119. And that puts Gigi up then, now to 1200, and you're in control.
Let's go Bible verses 300, please.
Okay. In the beginning, God created the blank and the blank.
What is heavens? What is earth?
Indeed, yes. It is, in fact, heavens and earth. That was an easier one. You're up next, or still.
Let's go finish out that category. 400.
Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control are examples of this.
Fruits of the Spirit.
It is indeed fruit of the Spirit. Yes. Very good. Now you got a strong lead, Gigi.
Let's go Bible numbers for 200.
The number of golden calves made in the Old Testament.
Oh. I'm gonna say 1.
Unfortunately, that is not the right answer. Hercules, you have a guess?
Sorry, I was eating something. I do not. Let's go number of golden calves. They like magical numbers. 7.
Unfortunately, it was not 7. Nico?
It was 2.
You're close, but it was not
Damn.
2. You're so close. Crystal,
3.
it was indeed 3.
I like magic numbers.
Nice.
And
So there was the calf of Aaron, and then the 2 calves of Jeroboam in the northern tribes. So Crystal then looks like is moving up now, second place. You got a ways to go to get take over first place, but there's a lot of questions still left. So Crystal, where are we going next?
let's go Bible women for 200, please,
All right.
Justin.
Bible woman for 2, sister of Moses and Aaron, and helped protect Moses when he was a baby.
I don't know.
You know it. You
I
got
told you I was
this.
gonna really mess up. I really can't. All I can think of is Moses' wife's name for some reason right now, and it's obviously not that. Oh my goodness. Their sister. I cannot think of their sister's names. Oh, no, I don't think so. Is it Dina? I don't know.
It was not Dinah. I apologize. But a fair guess. Gigi, what say you?
I have no idea. I'm gonna say Mary.
It was.
I know it. I know it.
It wasn't
It's
Mary.
pretty I think it's. I feel like it's close to that, but I don't think I got it right.
Unfortunately, it wasn't Mary. Hercules?
I'm gonna redeem myself for this Gibeon bull crap. It's Miriam.
It was Miriam. You got it. Yes. Very
What's
good.
up?
That's very fitting. I have to say that's fitting. You get that one.
Very good.
Okay, let's do
Living and dying on the technicality here.
Let's do Bible things, and I want to wager Gigi's points. No, just do 300.
Okay.
Yes.
Goliath's spear shaft was like blank.
Oh my god, I have.
Ooh,
That sounds really dirty. It was like iron.
It was not like iron. I apologize. That's not it. This is a tougher one, but I think someone's gonna get it. Nico, what do you think?
I have no clue. I feel like I learned this in VeggieTales once upon a time, but I don't remember.
It might be in VeggieTales. I should check for that. Crystal, what do you
I
think?
remember watching that episode a million times.
Okay, I think it's a weaver's beam or something like that.
It is, in fact, a
Nice.
weaver's beam. Yes.
What the
Nice.
hell does that mean?
What? Like a?
I
what
just
is it?
remembered that it was really weird.
Well, the weavers had a thick beam they would use to do their weaving with when they had to pull in the thread. And you didn't want a really thick spear because it was hard to throw and to wield in war. But if you're really big and strong, you can have a really thick spear. And so we're told of Goliath that his shaft was as thick as a weaver's beam. And in order to make it not X-rated, I said spear shaft.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, we understood, Justin.
Okay. All right, there you go, you guys.
So,
Goliath's shaft.
Crystal, you're at
Looks like
1,000.
a beam.
No one ever knew tonight we were going to be talking about shafts and moistness. This episode
No.
of Fundraising has been brought to you by the word moist and the word shaft.
You're gonna get
It's
paid.
appropriate for joyful though, for us to be talking about shafts and being moist.
I'm 1,000,000% going to get banned tonight, but just so we know, at least we went down swinging with shafts, moistness, and the rocks of Doug.
There you go. Okay, let's go. Bible Numbers 300.
All right, Bible number 3. Jesus was tempted in the wilderness for how many days?
40.
Was indeed 40, yes. And you're climbing the leaderboard now with 1,300. What's next?
Bible Women for 300.
right,
And here we go. I'm going to mess this up again.
This woman was a prophetess who led Israel in a time of crisis and helped Barak defeat the Canaanites.
Michelle, obviously, right?
I mean, I would say Michelle, yeah.
This woman was a prophetess. I can't think of any prophetesses' names right now. I don't know. I'm going to go Ruth.
It was not Ruth. Sorry, we've.
Okay,
I mean,
okay. I didn't think so, but I just was guessing.
similar time period, but wrong individual. Gigi, what say you?
Let's go with Deborah. I have no idea.
It was, in fact, Deborah. Congratulations.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
I knew that
I was
because of
going to
my
go
Aunt
Ruth
Debbie.
or Deborah. It was like 50-50.
I guess
Oh,
there's
man,
not
give me
many
a chance.
female prophetess.
There's yeah,
Not
the
many
Bible.
female mentioned at all.
Yeah, the Bible doesn't make a whole lot of
Facts.
mentions of women, except when there's a hottie toddy. They're really concerned about hot women. That's about it.
And
Or
virgin
a
women.
villain.
Yeah.
Or a villain.
Yeah. The bad women, the virgins, and the hot ones. Those are about the only ones that we get to hear about.
Don't forget the moist ones.
A 1,000,000% the moist ones.
Those are the virgins. Let's be real.
It's crazy that the Bible, like other than like Proverbs 31, doesn't really talk about the qualifications of being a good woman outside of being beautiful. Like we have literally one passage in the Bible that praises women for non-appearance qualities. Crazy how sexist this book is, but anyways, that's neither here nor there. Who's in charge of the board? I already forgot.
I think it was me. I had Deborah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Let's
right.
go
GG.
Bible numbers for 400.
All right, here we go. Number of plagues sent upon Egypt.
I believe it was 10.
It was indeed 10. Yes, fantastic. That puts GG now at 2,300, taking a commanding lead and in control of the board.
Let's finish that category out. 500 for numbers.
The number of years Aaron was older than Moses.
I just heard about this recently too. Is it 80?
It's not 80, but that is a significant number for Moses. The Exodus happened when he was 80.
Dang it.
Is it 3?
It was indeed 3. Yes. Congratulations, Hercules. Very good.
Yes. That was a big one. That was a $500 one. Right?
That's a big one. That puts you in second place now.
Was.
Like you could
Oh,
you
no.
could steal it.
No way. All right, let's do another 500 one.
Bible things for 5.
Yep, I ain't gonna get it.
The language that the New Testament was originally written in.
The New Testament was translated from the Hebrew to the Greek, right?
Unfortunately, that was not the right answer.
I'm ashamed because I know you talk about that a lot. My
It's
mistake.
okay. It's okay. Nico, what say you?
Was it originally in Greek?
It was originally in Greek. Yes, absolutely.
That's
Nico,
what I said. It was translated from Hebrew to the Greek.
You said Hebrew, right?
yeah, it wasn't translated
That
from Hebrew to
means-
Greek though.
yeah.
It was originally in Greek.
Oh. My mistake.
Oh no, that's okay. Nico, you're on the board, my friend. Good work.
Finally.
What's
finally.
next?
Okay. Let's go. I can't read the one on the left for 400.
Bible things for 400. This was used by Samson to kill 1,000 Philistines.
Samson, his bare hands,
I mean,
bare knuckles.
he did do some of that, but that's not the answer to this question. Sorry.
trumpet. A trumpet. I
Crystal,
don't know.
what do you think?
Okay, wait. This was used by Samson to kill 1,000 Philistines. God. Dang it. What did Samson use? So, this isn't when he pushed the pillars down?
Nope.
Okay, I have no idea. I'm going to say he used the Spirit of the Lord.
I mean,
That's a good answer, honestly.
that is actually a good answer, but that's not the one we're looking for. Gigi?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a jawbone of a donkey.
Oh, damn
That
it.
is it. It's the jawbone of an ass. Very good.
Dang it, I did
Does that
know
mean he
that. I
screamed or
don't
something?
know what was wrong with me.
That puts Gigi in a commanding lead with another 900 points still left to be had.
Let's do the 400.
All right, Bible women for 400. This woman was wife of King Ahab and had the prophet Elijah confronted her. And had the prophet Elijah confronted her for leading Israel into idolatry. Confronted didn't need to be past tense. It should say, had the prophet Elijah confront her for leading Israel into idolatry.
I have no idea. I'm not even gonna guess.
Fair enough. That brings us to Hercules. What say you?
She was a dirty Jezebel.
It was 1,000,000% the
yes.
Jezebel.
That was my hero.
I love that word.
W Jezebel, and we got 500 left on the board, so that's what we're going to do. Says a woman who helped hide Israelite spies in Jericho.
No idea. Harriet Tubman.
Unfortunately, it was not Harriet
No.
Tubman. Nico?
I'm not too sure. Sarah.
It was not Sarah. I'm sorry. Crystal?
Okay, it's not Jezebel, it's not Sarah, it's not Ruth. We only have like maybe one or two women left in the entire Bible, right?
There's not a lot.
I'm able to figure this out.
There's not a ton.
I'm just so disappointed in myself.
It's not Anne Frank.
I don't know. Okay, Tamar. I don't know.
It wasn't Tamar. No, I apologize. It's not. Gigi?
I think it was Rahab.
It was indeed Rahab. Yes, indeed. She and her family got spared because of her willingness to help out. So that puts us at GG with a commanding victory, 3,200 points. Coming in second place was Hercules with a great showing of 2,000 points. Crystal coming with 1,300 points. And unfortunately, Nico only 500 points. But Nico, you did just fine. There were some difficult questions. You got some of the harder ones. But thank you so much for playing. And we're going to collect some more super chats and do another total. And then I'll get the board loaded up and we'll do another round of trivia, and we'll just keep on rolling. If you're watching this and you want to join into the trivia, you can join. It's easiest to join the TikTok queue because TikTok automatically shares the screen. If I get enough people in the YouTube queue, I can bring the YouTube queue up and then share a window with them. It's a little bit harder to do, but we can make that a reality. But if you're watching this and you have TikTok, just jump onto the TikTok stream and put yourself into the guest request, and we'll pull you into the next round. So I'm going to clear out Gigi and Nico and Hercules, and then when I get done with the super chats, who's ever in the guest box next, I'll pull them back up. And Crystal, you want to stay up with me for a little bit?
Yes, I'd love to stay up with you.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Justin. Keep up the
Yeah,
good work.
thank
Thanks,
you, man. I had
Justin.
fun.
Praise Doug.
Praise Doug. Hail Doug. Thank you, friends.
Moist.
Today's stream has been brought to you by Moist and Shaft. I think that's okay. I'm okay with that. All right, let me grab the super chats, and then we're going to do another tally of our totals and see where we're at. For those that are just wandering in, you're like, what the hell's going on? We're doing a fundraiser for our friend Joyful, and so our friend Joyful, he didn't want me to do a fundraiser. He's a little bashful about these kind of things. He asked me not to do a fundraiser, and I texted him back, said okay, and then a little bit later I said, fuck you, you can't stop me from giving you money. So we're doing a fundraiser for Joyful against his wishes, which is why I named it Fuck You Joyful, Take My Money, because we love you and we're going to take care of you whether you want us to or not. You can donate directly to Joyful from Venmo or Cash App at joyful_apostate or # joyful apostate. I'm going to be keeping a total of what people are sending me over TikTok and whatnot, the various apps. I've already matched the first $1,000. We're a little over $2,000 collected at this point. I'm going to read some more super chats and do another total. Thank you so much for being here, friends. We're going to get another round of trivia going here in just a minute. And Joyful, if you've been part of our community, everyone already knows who Joyful is. So now is an opportunity to come together and support one of our own and try to be there when they need us, when they need help the most. As I said before, there's not a lot of things like sayings that I live my life by, but one saying that I think I live my life by pretty well is, when somebody needs help, you help them. That's just all there is to it. So we all get into situations where we need help. That is the fact of life. We're all going to need help eventually. And so when somebody needs help and we're in we are having the ability to be of help, that's the time to help. We don't wait for somebody else to do it. We do it. There's no thoughts and prayers going on here. Meg, thank you for the $4.99. Meg says donation sent via Venmo. Note sent as well. Deal with it, Joyful. Sending hooker money. Use it wisely. well, thank you so much, Meg. I appreciate that. And so does Joyful. And we also appreciate a good joke. And Flash, thank you so much for the $19.99. Flash says, let's go. Lots of love to my atheist community. And let's Flash, this is what it's all about, friend. Like taking care of each other. This is what it's all about. You never know if you're going to be the next one in need. You never know. That's why it's always helpful. It's always best to, when you have something to give, just to give it when somebody's in need. Thank you so much, Flash. And also, thank you, JMR, again coming in, says, sign me up for unlimited manas and magic rod. Listen, JMR, so thank you so much for the $10, by the way. JMR, there's a passage in a lot of English Bibles when it starts to talk about how Aaron and Moses are going to have like the magical rod, right? In the, I forget, it might have been the NASB I was reading recently. The chapter heading, the section heading, literally read Aaron's magic rod. I'm not saying that they did it on purpose. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if I was on the editorial committee, I would have done that shit on purpose.
They did that on purpose. And you know that guy is high-fiving his best friend every day. Like, we got away with it, dude. They left it in there.
1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. Somebody thinks they just got away with something. And Johannes, thank you so much for the $5. Says, Doug may not have muscles, but he sure knows how to grind. He does. Listen, what they use for making spices and for making wheat and for making grain products? Grinding stones. Listen, Doug is in everything. You can never escape Doug. He's everywhere. If you look under a rock, he is there because he is the rock. That's a quote from the Gospel of Thomas. Johanna, thank you so much for the additional super chat. Says, I thought it would have been foreskins stashed with the tablets. Listen, God loved foreskins so much. I'm actually shocked. I'm a little bit shocked that inside of the Ark of the Covenant literally wasn't more foreskins. That would be like, just knowing what I know about this God, that would be a very likely guess. And Terrence, thank you so much for the $20 Aussie chat. Says, here's some Coke money for Joyful. Well, thank you so much. Listen, and if you know Joyful, you know Joyful does not need any Coke. But that being said, we love Joyful. And if he needs some Coke money, listen, we can make it happen. We can make it happen. And also, the Deep Burrito, thank you so much to this true story. The rings of Saturn are Jesus's foreskin, according to the Vatican. I actually, I'm actually only vaguely familiar with this particular theory, but I've heard this before. Hold on, let me. There's a name for it. Jesus foreskin, rings of Saturn. What do they call this? Yeah, the holy prepuce. The holy prepuce or the holy foreskin. Oh boy. Is the rings of Saturn. Actually shit, a bunch of people have written on this. Saturn and the foreskin of Jesus. We're gonna have to do something. We're going to introduce this to a debate sometime.
Ike says, "Rest in peace, Justin's search history."
Guys, the fucking FBI is at my door. I don't know if you guys know this, but like they're literally downstairs knocking at my door because of this live stream. They're gonna take me out. That's all there is to it. If you guys hear a noise or something happening in the background, just know the SWAT team has entered my residence and they're ready to take me alive. And Terrence, oh sorry, I just read that. Linda, thank you so much for the 1999 super thanks. We're going to add that to the Joyful Fund. Big W, appreciate that. And Phil O sent a message for $10, but the message was retracted. I can only assume YouTube thought it was too dirty and had to retract it. So W on the dirty message. And Legend in MySpace Time, thank you so much for the donation. Says, Justin, you are awesome for doing this fundraiser for Joyful. Praise Doug for making this happen. Well, Doug, it's the power of Doug that compels me, you know? But here's the thing. Legend, I love this community. This community is what makes me what I am. Like I have nothing without this community. It's the support of this community that allows me to do all the stuff that I get to do online. So I feel compelled as a member of this community to help any way I can ever help. If there's a way I can help, I will do it. And Eris sent $5, says, at least we know this is legit compared to the Christian sharing health insurance company scams. Oh my God, I know. Yeah, what do they call those? They can't call it health insurance, but they have a name for it. Shit, hold on. What do they call that stuff? It's so scammy too. Is it a health share? What do they call it? Health share, not health care? Yeah, it's a health share. Oh my God. Yeah. I think the most popular is Liberty Health Share. I'm sure that's working out real good. I assume they offer lots of thoughts and prayers for their members, and it is scammy. Also, listen, there are televangelists right now taking people's donations and literally buying private jets. We're just here being honest, saying we have a friend in the community that needs help. And we're here to give as much help as we can. And so thank you for being here, friends. And Philo says, yeah, this is why you got retracted. This is why YouTube took your message down, buddy. Thank you for sending another one, though. I appreciate that. It's just Coke and hookers are not a bad thing. They made the movie Zardos the best movie ever. Oh, boy. Phil, I haven't seen the movie, but I do love a classification of movies. I don't know if you've ever watched purposely bad Asian films, like the ones that were made specifically to be really bad. And my favorite of those of all time still is called Robo Geisha. There's literally a movie, I'm not joking, there's literally an Asian dubbed English movie called Robo Geisha, where there's a bunch of humanoid robot geishas that end up fighting each other with like guns that come out of their titas and like swords that come out of their. There's a point where swords come out of their rectums. That's a real thing. So I mean,
no.
If you
have
want,
got to be kidding.
If you want to see tatas shooting bullets and swords coming out of rectums, you can find yourself a copy of Robo Geisha.
sword coming out of rectums. We all need to see that. We're going to have a viewing party now in the junction, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we got to make this a reality. I think at one point it was on Netflix. I don't know if it still is. Linda, thank you so much for the donation. Linda says, thanks to your cooking lessons, I can actually answer some of the questions. Actually, yeah, that's the greatest part about these debates is like we cover a lot of the Bible. So like as we're doing the debates, like people in the audience should be learning what's actually in the Bible. And shit, there's sometimes I realized there was something there that I've either forgot or I just didn't know about, or it just didn't occur to me when I read it the first time. So like even I'm learning stuff.
Are you going to make me turn in my atheist card now?
I would never. I would never.
Crystal has just screwed this whole game up. She's not really an atheist.
We believe you. We know you're an atheist. You're tried and true. And Johannes says, I can tell the power of Doug is coursing through you, Justin, because you're getting all sentimental. There it is. There it is. I am a man of sediment. That is the case. I won't deny it. And JMR sending another donation. Big W, JMR. Thank you so much. Says, after I finish giving money, I'm going to add 3 Hail Dougies just in case an uncomfortable amount of beads and time appeases Doug for some reason, for some weird reason. I don't... Doug does not require appeasement. So don't worry about that. All he wants you to do is to get high while worshiping the Most High, Doug, and his consort, the co-redemptic Sharon Stone. And Phyllis says, I absolutely adore bad movies, and I'm right with you. I love a good bad movie. Now let me I got a couple more super chats. We're going to load up the next round of trivia. We've got Mostly Gizzards with us tonight. Good to see you, Mostly Gizzards. Thank you for the donation. Gizzard says, sent 20 on Venmo, 20 here for the algorithm. Well, thank you so much, Gizzards. Totally appreciated. Big W. And thank you so much for letting me know that you also sent 20 over Venmo so I can add that into my calculations, into my spreadsheet. If you haven't learned anything about me in the almost 2 years, 1.5 years, whatever, however long I've been doing this, I love spreadsheets. That's a fact of the matter. Patrick McDermott, thank you for the $10 donation, says, love the stream and content, Sir Justin. You and the line get me through all my crappy shifts in the bar kitchen. Thank you. Well, I love it when something I'm doing helps you to get through your workday, because I've had work days where like I'm either quitting and walking out of this job or I'm sticking to the end of the day, and it's a fucking 50-50. You run into the right stream, the right video, the right song, you can tip the scales to, okay, I'm not walking out today. So Patrick, I'm glad I can be that for you. And Frimples, good to see you tonight, friend. Thank you so much for gifting out 10 DZ memberships. Super generous. Super appreciate it. And Andrew as well, gifting out 10 DZ memberships. Love you guys. That's so sweet of you. Very kind. And also Frimples, welcome yourself to the Kraken Crew Elite. You should have a link to the DZ cheat sheet now. And Design, thank you so much for the $10 donation, says, help me drive. I'm in, but wait, I'm atheist. And with no nagging religious dictates, wherever shall I get the moral fortitude? Where, I ask you? Listen, it's crazy to me that we have a live stream right now, literally full of heathen atheists, and we're doing the things that the Christians keep saying that they're supposed to be doing. It's weird how that actually works. When I was in the church, we used to talk about how we shouldn't use the government to handle poverty because, everyone in the church is right wing. That's not the job of the government. It's the job of the church. Well, you're not fucking doing your job because poverty is everywhere, okay? If you guys were doing your job, if that really is the job of the church and you're not doing your job, well, guess what? We have no other recourse other than to do it ourselves through what we call government, the collection of the people that are represented in government. And last one from Joe. Thank you for the $10 donation. Joe says, this is the best contribution I've made to the collection basket. Well, thank you so much. And you will be delighted to know that your contribution is going to help a real person who actually needs the help, and not to some guy who's going to go diddle some 12-year-old kid who has to like hold a candle or a Bible during the church service. That's not what this money is going to at all. All right. Now with that, let me update our totals. All right. We're getting closer, friends. We are getting closer to where we're trying to get to. Our new total right now is going to be 2389. We're at 2389 of all of the totals that I have access to. I don't have access. If somebody sent something directly to Joyful at these accounts, I don't have access to that, but we're going to keep pressing on regardless. We're going to keep pressing on. We're going to do everything that we can do to help out our friend Joyful. And with that, we need some more people to join up on TikTok and participate in the next round of trivia. We've got 3 members. Do we have a 4th? Can we find a 4th member to jump into the guest box? It's okay. You're going to get some questions wrong. You're going to get some questions right. Oh, never mind. They dropped. We need 2 members. We need 2 members on TikTok to jump into the guest box and do a little bit of trivia with us tonight. I see Dawn and Mac Luster coming in. Let's get these 2 friends. And I just saw Unashamed Apostate. Thank you so much for letting me know. Unashamed says, add 50 to the tally. Venmo, cheers for matching. Thank you so much, Unashamed Apostate. I really appreciate the generosity, and I appreciate you letting me know so that we can keep these totals up to date as best as we can. It's never, 100%, but we get close as possible. And Meg, thank you again for the $4.99. Meg says, I didn't know you needed totals for Venmo, hooker money donation, $25. Well, thank you so much, Meg. I'm going to plug another 25 into the count. I appreciate you letting me know. And with that, let's get our next round of trivia going. We've got with us Mac Luster, Dawn. We've actually got some new faces. Gigi and Crystal, would you be okay if I swapped you out for 2 new participants that haven't played yet?
That's fine.
Absolutely. I just want to say one thing before I go. You guys, you need to still be tapping the screen. You still need to be sharing out the live. You need to send your heart me's to Justin and go collect the team points, because we still want to push this out to all our friendlies. And people are asking in the comments, can friendlies join? Yes, today anybody can come up and play. And thank you again, Justin, for doing this. Joyful, we love you. And thank you to this community, because you're all amazing.
Thank you, Crystal. The thing that I really love about the community is that we've got people filing in right now that literally are just saying, I don't even know who Joyful is, but I'm donating. That nothing warms my heart than a bunch of people that are willing to jump in and help out, even not knowing exactly who the person is. I mean, that to me is what community is all about. When you hear about somebody that's in need, you help them, even if you don't know all the details. So thank you so much for everyone that's just coming in, catching everybody up to speed with what's happening. We're not debating tonight, friends. But what we are doing is we are running a fundraiser for our friend Joyful, who explicitly told me not to run a fundraiser for him. And I'm saying, fuck you, I'm going to run a fundraiser because I love you. And so you can donate directly to Joyful from Venmo and Cash App at joyful_apostate and joyful apostate, and just send a message that says, fuck you, you can't stop me from sending you money. You can't do it. There's no button to reject the money that we're sending you. It's going to happen whether you like it or not. So we love you, Joyful, but you can't stop us. And we're getting closer and closer to our initial goal. So thank you so much, friends, for that. And with that, if you want deeper information as to why Joyful needs money, for those who weren't here earlier, the fact of the matter is his wife was in a bad accident. Their car is totaled. They don't have a replacement for it. She needs surgery. She needs neck surgery. It's going to require money. They don't have the money for it. He's going to have to stay home from work. He runs his own business. He's a private contractor, runs his own business. He's going to have to not be doing work. So he literally has to stay home, take care of his wife, and I think they have 4 kids. Mac, is it 4 or 5 kids?
I don't know.
I think
Sorry.
it's either 4 or 5
No,
kids.
they have a bunch.
They got a bunch of kids. And here's the thing, like she can't work, obviously, right? So so they're just the accident did a number on them. And when I heard for like the 3rd time that they pushed off their surgery, because initially the surgery was already supposed to have happened. When I heard that they pushed it off again because of financial reasons, I was like, no, fuck this. Listen, if you need neck surgery, you need neck surgery. There's not much way around that. Like when your neck is that bad that you need the surgery, you just need to get the surgery. So let's make it happen.
I personally hate Joyful, but I love I'm his pastor, and I heard they're close. So it's a friend of a friend situation.
They've heard of each other. All right, listen. Whether you love Joyful or hate Joyful, it's okay. It really is okay. All right, let me apologize. Let me grab our next round of trivia here. 1 second. We've got 4 participants, and I didn't select all the questions and answers for this board. I didn't get time to do all of them. Some of them were borrowed from another board. So if there's a weird question and answer sequence on this, we might have to override it. But last time we did this, we found that there was a couple Jeopardy boards that somebody else put together that had wrong answers on them, and we had to go ahead and correct them. Leave it to the atheists to have to correct the Christians on their trivia. Now, with that being said, I'm going to have you guys pick a number between 1 and 1,000. And whoever is the closest to my number is going to go first.
666.
554.
380.
19.
19 wins it. The number was 1. You guys should know by now I pick really easy numbers. I did 666 last time, but 19 wins it because it's the lowest number. Who said 19? I didn't see it.
Dragon Sage.
Dragon Sage. Okay, the board's covering your thing. That's why. Let me see if I can arrange this a little bit. Let me know if this board is still readable. Can you guys read it?
I can only see people. I think. Like the what's it called? Like the GIFs and stuff is kind of covering the headers.
Okay, if I make it smaller, is it still readable?
Can you drag it down maybe?
Oh yeah.
Instead of just I think that's at least a chance.
Okay. All right, let's see if we can make that work. Okay, so now Dragon Sage is up first. So Dragon Sage is team number 4. We're counting from bottom to top. So Mac Luster, team 1. Dawn, team 2. Rebel, team 3. And Dragon Sage, team 4. We're going to start with Dragon Sage, and then we'll cycle back to the bottom and work our way up through if there are wrong answers. Sound good?
Yeah. So is this like he picks it and he gets the answer, or is it like a buzz-in?
Oh, yeah, sorry. So for those who weren't watching it, or I think the easiest way to do it, because we don't have a good way of doing a buzzer, is it's kind of like a make it, take it. So Dragon Sage is going to pick one, and then he gets to answer. If he gets it wrong, it moves to the next participant, and then so on and so forth until all participants get the option to answer it. The person that gets it right is now in charge of the board, and they get to control the board moving forward. And if nobody gets it right, if all 4 people get the wrong answer, it stays in control of whoever picked the question.
Cool.
Makes sense. And I won't penalize people for not answering in the form of a question, unlike the late Alex Trebek.
All right.
So Dragon Sage, you're up, friend.
I can't see them really well. Could you tell me what the topics are? I only see people.
Yeah. So it's people, Bible events, Bible numbers, and Bible places. I can move it. I can move it down further.
For 100.
Yeah, you can probably expand
Oh.
it now. Now that you moved it down, you can probably expand it too.
Make it bigger.
Yeah, because it was pretty readable, like with just a little bit of like that. I think is way more readable.
All right, give me 1 second.
I think we can pretty much guess what the numbers are just based on their location.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so if everyone can read it, I think we're good to go. So I apologize, Dragon Sage. What was the first pick?
Bible events for 100, please.
All right, Bible events. In Exodus 4, the angel of Yahweh attacked either Moses or Moses' son for being guilty of this.
That's a really tough one. Moses or Moses' son for being guilty. I'm going to guess being drunk.
It was not being drunk, but that's a great story in Leviticus with Nadab and Abihu. So that goes then to Mackluster. Mackluster, do you have an answer?
I'm gonna guess that he still had his desert calamari, which would be an uncircumcised peen.
Indeed, yes. Being uncircumcised was the crime. God's very serious about his foreskins, and that puts Mac in control of the board.
I'll go to people for one.
All right, people for 100. In 2 Kings 6, 1-7, an unnamed man drops his blank into the Jordan River. Elisha, a prophet, uses a stick of wood to cause the iron axe head... Oh, no. Somehow the answer got copied into the question.
Oh, no.
Sorry, let's skip that one. Next one.
If it helps, I couldn't see it.
That was a copy and paste error. Don't worry.
Okay. Bible for one.
Bible for one. All right. The first English Bible translation.
Ah, shit. I'm gonna say. I know this is wrong. I'm gonna say Tyndale.
It's not Tyndale, but you're not far off.
Yeah, I think it's the one before it, but I just couldn't pull the name.
Yeah, I think there's only one before Tyndale, if I recall correctly. But anyways, that moves it to Dawn then. Dawn, what do you think?
Oh, Lord. Okay. I don't know. Maybe KJV?
It was not the KJV. Rebel?
Oh, I have no idea. Like literally no idea. Joel has only read me to Exodus.
Unfortunately, that's not it either, though. Good try. And Dragon Sage, what say you?
I'm not up to scratch on Bible version, so I'm not gonna know that one.
All right, you guys have all heard of it though. It's the Wycliffe Bible.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't.
It's okay. There's a couple of them that were pretty close in time period there.
I read some from the Tyndale the other day, and woof.
It's hard.
Like, I get that it was brutal.
I would say this, though. I've got a facsimile of the Geneva Bible. I don't like reading a lot of the old Bibles because of the Old English, but I do like the old Geneva Bible. That's a cool Bible. It's got footnotes and all kinds of stuff. But anyways, I think Mackluster, you're in charge of the board still.
Yeah, keep control. What is it? Bible, what is that? Numbers?
Bible numbers.
We'll go with that. Go with that for Hundo.
How many days did God create the world? Oh, we had a repeat if you were here earlier.
I'm going to say it was 6 days of creation and rested on the 7th.
Yeah, you got that. 6 days of creation. Big W. And you're in control still.
Move one to the right.
Bible places for 100. This city is where Jesus was born.
Bethlehem.
It is indeed Bethlehem. Yes. Now we got 300 on the board.
Let's go with Bible events for 200.
Sure. Oh, I just clicked the wrong one. I apologize. Bible events for 200. The men of what city ravished the Levite's concubine until she died?
Oh, this was not Sodom. I know the people, it started with a B, but I don't think it was a city.
That's the confusing part, because if you read the chapter, the people are referred to by two different names, but I'm looking for the name of the city.
Yeah. I'll just say Gamora. I don't know. I definitely don't know, but
unfortunately, that's not it. Dawn, what do you think?
I don't think anything. I don't know. I think that let's just say Charleston.
wait, hang on now. South Carolina or West Virginia?
South Carolina.
Okay.
I could see this happening in West Virginia, that's for sure. Rebel, do you have a guess? Any thoughts, Rebel? No? Did we lose Rebel?
I don't know. Not muted.
Uh-oh. Maybe Rebel stepped away from the phone. I'm not sure. We'll move on to Drake. Oh, Rebel said something. Say that again, Rebel.
I was going to say my Wi switched over.
Oh, yeah, your Wi-Fi. Okay. I think you're with us right now, though. I think you're connected.
Yeah, my Bluetooth switched to the speaker that was all the way across the room randomly on me.
I've had that happen, yeah.
So suddenly you were in my living room.
Oh, gosh.
I'm going to guess the Canaanites?
Unfortunately, it was not the Canaanites. We're looking for the city in which the men ravished the Levite's concubine. Dragon Sage, you're our last hope. Do you have an answer?
No, I'm just like Ma. I know it's the B guys, but I can't remember the name of the city.
It was, yeah. Both the Mac and Dragon, yeah, their tribe started with a B. It was the Benjaminites, and the city was Gibeah. As a town of the Benjaminites, yeah. But that means Mac, no one gets the points, but Mac is still in control of the board.
Yeah, go to numbers for 2.
All right, Bible numbers for 200. Jesus fed 5,000 people with 5 loaves and 2 fishes, but he had this many baskets left over.
I'm going to say 7.
Shit, hold on. I forgot the answer. 1 second.
Everyone look away.
All right, it was not 7. Any other guesses?
Three.
It was not 3.
Was it 20?
It was not 20. I apologize. No, it's not 20. That means we got another course of 4 wrong answers. The answer was 12. I wouldn't have got that either. In fact, I already knew what it was and I forgot it. I looked at these before. All right.
These are tough.
That was a tough one.
Yeah. Bible 200.
All right. Bible for 200. This many books are in the New Testament.
I'm assuming KJV. I'm going to say 27.
Yeah, the typical Bible. Yeah, it's 27. Yeah. Now, I mean, obviously, there's been people that will argue with that, but.
Oh, sorry. People 2.
All right, we're going to do people for 200. This prophet healed a boy by laying spread eagle on him in bed.
Who is Elisha?
It was Elisha. Yes, indeed. I should have put the verse for people who don't know the story.
I was like, is it Ja or Sha?
They come
coin flip there.
Yeah. It's really easy to get them confused. I do all the time.
Yeah.
All right,
the
Mac.
last 200.
All right. Bible places.
The last. Yeah.
Jesus was crucified outside of this city.
God, I know it. I don't want to give away what I know. I can almost see the name in my head. It's shit. It's like Gethsemane. That's it. Gilead. I don't know.
It wasn't Gilead, but I promise you know the answer. We got to move on to Dawn, though. Dawn, what say you? What city was Jesus crucified outside of the walls of?
I mean, Gilead sounds right, but maybe Galilee. I don't know. All right.
Nope. Rebel?
I was just looking at something about this the other day. And they were like, how did Mary travel all the way from...
Right.
It's 90 miles away from wherever Mary traveled. That's the thing I remember. Is that close
Judges?
enough?
I think, was
What do
she
the
in
judges
Bethany?
I'm just gonna say Galilee.
It wasn't Galilee. I apologize. Dragon?
Golgotha?
Well, Golgotha was the place of the skull where he was crucified, which was outside of the city. And the city we were looking for was Jerusalem.
No.
I know, right?
That was silly.
I thought somebody would guess it.
I've definitely heard of Jerusalem.
At least once. That's part of that 66,000 cross references, I think.
Oh, hyperlinks.
Oh, yeah.
Like the one city you
Jordan
know
Peterson said to their hyperlinks.
Oh, words have no meaning to Jordan Peterson at all.
He's so fun. He's such a nice, good guy.
He's literally insane.
Not a red-faced loon at all.
Not at all.
Yeah, right where you are. Bible events 300.
Bible events for 300. God executed Onan for this.
Spilling his seed.
Yes, indeed, for spilling his seed. Be careful with your seed,
word
friends.
for word. I love it.
All right, you're in control still, Mac.
Fuck it, 400.
All right, Bible one for 400. In Numbers 15, a man is executed for unknowingly breaking the Sabbath by doing this activity.
I'm going to say gathering sticks.
It is indeed gathering sticks. Yes, picking up sticks. Another one, commanding lead now, 1,400.
Let's close it out.
All right, Bible events for 5. Paul's conversion took place when he was en route to this city.
What is Damascus?
It is Damascus.
Like, why is the difficulty inverted on these?
Well, they're kind of randomized.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I knew all 3 of those. I just wanted that on record.
I believe you. It's hard sometimes because, like, when you're in the hot seat, you always feel like you get the question that you could, like, you get the hard question, and then when you're not in the hot seat, you get the ones you know.
Yeah. Numbers for 3.
All right, Bible numbers for 300. Jesus was tempted in the wilderness for how many days?
40.
It was 40 days. Mac, you're cleaning up right now.
Yeah, I'm staying there. 400.
All right, Bible numbers for 400. This many plagues were sent upon Egypt before Pharaoh let the Israelites go.
Oh, is that a trick question? Did he let them go?
I mean, theoretically, it depends on what passage you're reading.
I'm going to say there were 10 plagues.
Indeed, it was 10 plagues, yes.
Because like he started to bend at like the 6th, right?
Yeah, he started to bend, and then God prevented him. God's like, no, I'm not done yet. I got to kill all these babies.
500.
All right, Bible numbers for 500. The Bible mentions where this many generations. I'm sorry, this is worded badly. The Bible mentions that there were this many generations from Abraham to Jesus.
This is going to be a stab. I'm going to say 21.
It was not 21, but it was a good guess. What do you think, Don?
22.
It was not 22. Rebel, what do you think?
So unfair to once again not know the dang answer. That's so terrible. I'm gonna say 24.
It was not 24 either, but good guess. And Dragon, you're our last hope.
Hope he says 77.
It was not 77, but Mac and Dragon were onto something. It was a multiple of 7. It was 14.
Oh.
Right.
No, it had something to do
Must
with
have been
7.
further back because I remember counting and like wasn't there a discrepancy between like Mark and Luke? It was like one had more?
Yes.
But I guess okay.
Yeah, there is.
Or not Mark, sorry, Matthew and Luke.
There are some actual discrepancies too if you compare them to the Book of Chronicles. They don't match Chronicles either.
Oh wow. Okay. People 300.
All right, let's go to people for 300. This man had a talking donkey.
Oh my God. Who was Balaam?
It was indeed Balaam, yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I hit that twice. All right, next category or next box.
Yeah, 400.
All right, people for 400. This giant was the last of the Rephaim.
I'm gonna say Goliath.
It was not Goliath, but that was a good guess. Dawn?
It's the only named giant.
Well, Goliath, but like I don't know. I have no idea. I thought I could do better. I'm so sorry.
No, Dawn, do not worry about it. Max just cleaning up. Don't worry. Rebel, what do you think?
I didn't know there was more than one giant.
There's a bunch of giants. Yeah, don't worry.
Just guess. Say like Shaquille O'Neal.
I know that they were just all collectively like the Nephilim, and then we met Goliath. So
Right.
Broadly the Nephilim. Broadly.
It was.
Very broadly.
Unfortunately, that was not the right answer. Dragon, what do you think?
I'm in the same boat as everyone. I know about the Nephilim and Goliath, and that's it.
It was, in fact, King Og, the last of the Rephaim, whose bed is still with us today. It's like 9 cubits, it says.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
That's ringing a bell. That's ringing a bell now.
Because
not the name though.
Yeah, the rabbis had
The
to
bed.
figure out how he survived the flood. Because you're like, wait, how did this fucker survive the flood? He was supposed to be dead with the rest of them. All right, Mac is still in control of the board. Nobody's been able to steal an answer from you.
Let's go with 500.
All right, people for 500. This son of Noah did something very naughty in his parents' tent.
I can tell you why I know this one. It's Ham.
It was indeed Ham.
And it's Ham because he saw his dad's hog.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Ham went hog wild. Well, he either saw his father's hog or he went hog wild on his mother. One of the two. We don't really know, but
Fantastic fun.
Oh boy.
What's the last one? Places?
We've got Bible and Bible places.
Yeah, I'll do places for 3.
All right, places for 3. Where did Moses receive the 10 Commandments?
Mount Sinai.
It was indeed Mount Sinai. Yes, very good. And then Bible places for 4.
Sure.
All right. It was hidden behind the screen. I didn't know if you could see it. Jesus met a Samaritan woman at this place.
I don't want to ask too many questions. I'm just going to say at a well.
It is indeed at a well. Yeah. Specifically Jacob's well, but I don't think we care if you add Jacob in there. We all know where it happened. Close out the column.
Yeah.
All right, Bible places for 500. This city, the capital of Israel, was destroyed by the Assyrians.
I'm going to say Jerusalem.
It was indeed Jerusalem. Oh, no, shit. I'm sorry.
Oh,
No,
shit.
But not by the Assyrians. I apologize. That was by the Babylonians assaulted Jerusalem. The Assyrians assaulted Samaria.
Okay.
I need to take my lashings now.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess we didn't get a chance to turn it over to the group.
I knew that. I just want to say.
So I 100% believe that you did. That means we're going to move control over to Dawn now that I made a blunder and robbed Mac of control over, or robbed you guys of getting an answer. So Dawn, you're up.
I didn't know that.
Honor system, W.
Let's just do 300. Let's do it.
Bible for 3. What is the shortest book in the Bible?
Titus.
It was not Titus, but that's a good guess.
Who's it on?
It's up to Rebel now. Rebel, what do you think is the shortest book in the Bible? I'm looking for word count, not for verse count.
I love that you think that makes a difference.
Oh.
I love that. This is so sweet of you. I'm just gonna guess axe.
It was not axe. Nope. Dragon, what do you think?
Is it Jude?
Jude is so close, but it's not Jude. It's actually going to be 3rd John, the letter of 3rd John. But
I didn't even get to guess.
oh shit! Sorry, Mac. You already have all the points.
I was gonna guess Philemon anyway.
Oh yeah, that'd be another good guess. Actually, I'm so sorry, Mac. I was used to you going first for so long.
Yeah, that's fine.
That means Don is still in control of the board. Don, what do you want next?
Let's do 400. Let's do it.
Okay. Bible for 400. The Latin Bible, this is a tough one. I apologize. The Latin Bible was a translation of this.
Latin Bible is a translation of Dead Sea Scrolls.
Unfortunately, that is not the right answer. What do you think, Rebel?
I know.
This is so unfair that these are the questions that keep coming to
I know.
me. I'm just gonna
Every
say
time
that,
it gets to
Justin.
you.
It's like, can you say that again? Because it'll make no difference. But could you say it again?
Indeed, yep. The Latin Bible is a translation of this.
Well, I know, like, the use of the word legion comes from the book of John.
Unfortunately, that is not the correct answer. Dragon, you're up now.
Is it the Greek Septuagint?
That is it. Yes, the Latin translation of the Bible actually comes from the Greek. A lot of people think that the Latin was translated from the Hebrew Old Testament and the Greek New Testament, but it actually wasn't. They literally just translated the Greek text that they had into Latin. So, great answer.
I feel like what I was thinking
I'm
of
not
was the
listening to you.
translation.
Mm.
Because I was thinking of Codex Vaticanus or Codex Sinaiticus.
Yes. Yeah.
But it was the Septuagint was like neck and neck with those. But yeah.
Yeah. But that we got one more on the board for Dragon, so we're going to pick that one. It's Bible for 500, and the question is: the KJV was first published in what year?
Yeah, I'm not gonna have that. I'm gonna think it's somewhere in the 1500s or something like that, but I'm not sure on the date.
Unfortunately, it was not the 1500s. So Mac is got the opportunity to steal it now. What do you think, Mac?
You know, I always keep my 1611 on me.
Yeah, you do. Absolutely. It was 1611. And that was a fun round. There were some tough ones in there. I apologize for some of the ones that I goofed, like Samaria. But great round. Mac really came through with flying colors there.
Yeah, I was really nervous up top. Like those, honestly, the hundreds were so tough. I was like, don't embarrass yourself. Like,
it's always disheartening when you have a couple difficult 100s because like, oh my god, the 500s gonna kick my ass.
How much worse are these gonna get? it's like, was Ezekiel left-handed or right-handed?
Actually,
ambidextrous.
I've been tempted to include some stories like that because like we have stories about left-handed people like Ehud.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so the story of Ehud's funny. Like if you ever wonder like why left-handed people were poo-pooed by the church for so long, is because left-handed people were always considered to be deviant or tricksters, and part of it stems from the story of Ehud the judge, who when you came into the palace, they would check your thigh for your dagger or your sword, and if you were right-handed, they would always check your left thigh, because you would reach across your body to grab it, right? If you were left-handed and they didn't believe that people were typically left-handed back then it would be on your opposite thigh, right? So Ehud snuck into the palace because he was left-handed and put his sword or his dagger on the opposite side that they normally check, and then was able to kill, I think it was Eglon, the deity at the, not the deity, the ruler at the time period. So that's kind of how lefties get a bad name, unfortunately.
Yeah, like I mean, what is it like sinister? Like the word for left was like sinister or something like that at
Oh
some point.
shit. I should actually. I don't know about
Like
that.
there's
I
like
should look into that.
yeah, there's like a
It
root to that, and
is.
I think it's like sinister, and that's like
It is.
sinister,
Oh.
like
It's sinister. I work in optics, and left eye is oculus sinister.
Oh shit. That makes a lot of sense now. So we've actually got a linguistic connection to lefties being evil, which explains why when my mother was in Catholic school, the nuns would hit her on the hands with rulers if she started to write left-handed. Must be sinister. Those sisters sound sinister. All right, friends, let me go.
nuns. Nuns are so cool.
I must admit, I went to a Catholic school and I enjoyed my experience, but hearing about my mother's experience, different generation, was not the
Absolutely.
same. Oh, it was
The
way
same
different.
with my mom, and my mom went to Catholic school. She had like the knuckle rulers, like the nuns with the rulers, and my dad's he told me his teacher was like German, and he would literally like, grab the sides of his hair and then like smack his head,
Oh,
like pull tufts of hair out, like pull it out, and then, he like did it to us to like show us as kids. Like he didn't do it with like any kind of force, but it was like, oh, that's awesome. You're just getting the shit kicked out of you at school, and everybody's cool with it.
it's a time-honored tradition. We've got ancient tablets from schools way back from like the first Babylonian kingdom that talk about how kids are getting disciplined in school via, getting beaten and whatnot. So we've been doing it for a long time. Poor kids, they never stood a chance.
Right.
Let me grab some super chats. We're going to update our totals and see if we are getting closer to our goal, friends. Skeptics and Scoundrels, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. It says, just got here. Don't know who Joyful is, but fuck them. I love the attitude, Skeptics. I love the attitude. Fuck it. Take my money. I don't even know who you are. And Joanna, thank you so much for the super chat. It says, it's downright evil to deny somebody a life-saving medical procedure due to lack of money. I agree. It heaps on the stress and can leave one homeless and bankrupt. And I don't know if you guys know this. In America, literally the number one source of bankruptcy is medical debt. Number one. That is the number one source of medical debt or medical bankruptcy is medical. Also, Matthew Bridge, I see your $10 on Venmo. Matthew says, joyful fundraiser, not to be weird, but your first and last name appear in this app. I know you have, oh, interesting. I didn't realize that in my donation apps, my first and last name show up. I should fix that before I end up getting more death threats because this is how they find you out, But thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate that. And thank you for letting me know. Marcia, thank you so much for the $9.99. Big W. I appreciate that. Is it Marcia or Marcia? Where's the accent in there? Anyways, Taylor, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. It says add 50 to the total sent directly to Joyful. Well, thank you so much for sending Joyful $50, and thank you even more for sending another $2 to let me know to add that to the total. I appreciate that. And also Adam Spear, thank you so much for letting me know as well. Adam says donated 35 to Joyful on Cash App and 5 more here. Doug bless Joyful. I agree. Doug bless Joyful. And thank you so much for letting me know so that I can update my totals. Big W, Adam. And Forsaken says, so much foreskin chat. My ears are burning. Might just be the clap. It certainly could be. You got to be careful about those STDs. They really... My this video is going to get so demonetized so fast, but it's okay. Terrence, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. It says, bunch of kids take more of my money. Well, thank you so much, Terrence. I totally appreciate that. Joyful appreciates it. We're here as a community trying to help people who need help. Anyone who's ever needed help knows that you can feel helpless, right? You get yourself into medical debt, or you have a bad car accident, or like your insurance doesn't cover for the damage that happened to your home. Like, it's really easy to find yourself into a place that any normal person could get into, where you're just like up shit creek without a paddle. And that's what we're here for. And Chris, thank you again for the $5. It says, here's a little something. Well, thank you so much, Chris. Super appreciate that. We're going to add it to the total. And also from Goth, it says another 5 on Cash App, hoping for a fast recovery. Well, thank you so much. Big W, Goth. Thank you for letting me know. And thank you for sending directly to Joyful. If you send directly to Cash App and Venmo for Joyful, YouTube doesn't take a cut of it. Joyful gets 100% of it. Apothic says, best wishes to Joyful and family. Thanks to everyone for being such a great community. And thank you so much for the $30. And thank you for supporting. It is a big help. Like, every $2, $3, $4, $5, $10 helps, because it's not one of us doing it. It's hundreds of us doing it. And Chris again says Dexter equals right, sinister equals left. I actually didn't realize that. I don't know these root words, but I would have assumed Dexter just referred to like being related to dexterous or having a good ability to articulate. Now I know. I'm feeling smarter now. And Hercules coming in again. Thank you so much, Hercules. Says sinister means left side in medical terms. I can't believe I've never heard this till now. I'm so happy for this community always teaching me something, because this is actually really helpful. And Johanna, thank you so much for sending another super chat. It says, I don't want Joyful to have to change his name to something sad. I really appreciate that, Johanna. That's really good. And it's funny. And Yep, It's Me with $5 super chat also says, sent $10 over Cash App. Well, thank you so much. Yes, It's Me, for letting me know. And thank you for supporting. And Athena Temple, thank you so much for the $20 Euro chat. Says, hi from Northern Ireland. Happy to help. All the best, Joyful and family. Well, thank you so much for pitching in. It's super appreciated. And like I said, this is a big community. When all of us come together, we can do a lot of good. And Henry, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. It says, I've devoured your content like an obsessive schoolboy, and I've never felt more confident about arguing the nonsense we have to endure from believers. All hail Doug. Also, thoughts on how AI will affect believers. Oh boy. Well, first of all, Henry, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Thank you for watching the channel, and thank you for supporting. And here's the thing. AI is really powerful. It's really, really powerful. We're getting to a point where we're going to see a lot of deep fake preacher videos, where we see guys like Joel Osteen deep fakes. We're going to see Kenneth Copeland deep fakes. And people are going to be using these charlatan preachers to send money to non-churches, which to me is hilarious. Like when I see other people deep faking these charlatans to get money for themselves, I'm like, fuck, serves them right. But the problem is we're also going to have a lot of people led astray by deep fakes, because they're going to be deep faking actual pastors that like aren't just in it for the money, and they're going to be confusing people. And we're already seeing it start to infiltrate politics. We're already seeing deep fakes of political figures saying things and doing things they never actually did. So it's gonna get bad. Like, the amount of deep fakes is going to be incredible. But the only thing I could say is don't use AI for studying the Bible. AI doesn't have access to academic literature. They don't have access to anything behind a paywall. They have no access to the academic study of the Bible. If you want to study the Bible academically, you still need to go to the actual academics. Unfortunately, Christians don't do that. They don't do anything the hard way. They do everything the easy way, which is why Christians are the ones that are going to fall for the AI nonsense. We're going to be better than them.
Have you seen Thinker's Lives recently with her AI? And like, she literally just feeds arguments from the Christians on the panel to the AI, and the AI just rebuts them. It's crazy. Like, they're going to have to invent their own AI.
Yeah.
Because like this AI was not buying any of it.
Right.
It's actually pretty funny to watch.
I'll have to watch it. I've been like the last maybe 2.5 to 3 weeks, I haven't really been available because I've been working crazy hours trying to get a project done on time. And it's just one of those projects where everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. And so like
Great.
we're all working like 12, 13, 14 hours a day. So it's just been chaos. So I apologize. I haven't really been keeping up.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, when you get some time, if anybody's interested, her YouTube is Arch Thinker, ARCH Thinker, and just like check out the ones from like last week where there's like, just you can just scroll through and you can see when it is. But they're pretty good. It's worth checking out.
Oh yeah, and if you don't already follow Thinker, which is a crazy thing to think about, but make sure you follow Arch Thinker. She's amazing.
Yeah, on YouTube, Arch Thinker. Here it's N, the letter N, and then growth is her tag.
Yeah.
So when I left a minute ago, I went to go send I sent 30 to Joyful on Venmo, and I put what it's really for in the memo, which is a hemorrhoid surgery. Now, I understand. Like, I feel like he made up this whole car accident thing as a cover, and that's fine. It's embarrassing. So. But
hemorrhoid
go ahead.
Is that what it is?
We hope you'll be sitting right in short time.
I'm I'm not sure everyone was prepared to hear about his hemorrhoids.
Right, yeah, but I mean, let's mask off here.
Is I am his pastor going to pray for the hemorrhoids to get healed?
I think that's the problem, is that he was.
Oh shit!
That's all they were doing.
Well,
they were trying Preparation J for Jesus.
Praise Doug and Goliath's shaft like a weaver's beam. Oh boy. Let me read the rest of these out. Deck, thank you so much for the donation. Deck says, "Oh, Doug of cleaved stone and Sharon of layered sass. Bless joyful apostate with seismic clarity and fossil-free faith. May doubt flow and cringe be eroded, sediment be with them." That's beautiful. The amount of artistry that comes into this community is hands down phenomenal. I'm not the artistic type, and I love that we have so many people that can fill in the gap for me. Speaking of hemorrhoids, Frimples, thank you so much for the 666. Says no idea who Joyful is, but a friend of Justin is a friend of ours. See, that's what I'm talking about, Frimples. The ability for the people in our community just to say, hey, somebody's in need, let's help out. I don't even know who this person is. That's amazing. And the good news is you can actually trust us because we're not going to take your money and buy a jet or a yacht or a vacation home for ourselves like the televangelists do. And Frimple comes again and says, by the way, if anyone is having difficulty donating, you might have to disable your VPN. Worked for me. I didn't know that was a problem. Holy shit. Well, thank you for letting me know. I didn't realize that was an issue that people were having. Unfortunately, here, like a lot of these apps work in the States, and I don't really know how they work or don't work in other countries. They might not. Chris LL, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. It says, praise Doug and love to Joyful. Last night's POSFF that could only claim sevens in the Bible were metaphorical. Remind me of this dad joke. Why was 6 afraid of 7? Obviously because 7, 8, 9. That's a great classic joke. That's one of the first number jokes, maybe the first number joke I ever heard. And I've loved number jokes ever since. Thank you so much, Chris. I really appreciate that. And let me make sure I put that.
Yeah, that one hits so hard with its target demo.
It really does.
You get like the 6, 7-year-olds, and they're like, oh, it just kills them.
Oh yeah, dynamite every time. Kids love puns too. I mean, everyone loves a good pun. Glam Monster, thank you so much for the $5 super hype, big W. And also, Iziteron, thank you for the $5. Says, love you guys. You're so damn great. You don't even need a god to give you the morals to get there. Isn't that crazy, Mac, how we ended up with some sort of moral framework that didn't involve a god? It's
almost like you need those to overcome the belief. Right? That's what gets you out of it, because you're like, oh, this is an awful being. You wouldn't have that without your good secular morals.
It's almost like like the God is a hindrance to moving society forward in a manner that we would describe as moral. Could be wrong.
Yeah, one could say that.
So Athena chimed in and says a guy called Steve donated 1,000 on Venmo. Well, holy shit! I'm going to add 1,000 to the count. Steve, I don't know if Steve mentioned that in the chat and I missed it. I apologize if I did, but thank you so much, Steve, whoever you are, for donating directly $1,000 to the Venmo on the screen to Joyful Apostate. That is a huge fucking help. That is a gigantic help. And like, I know Joyful personally, and my guess is Steve might not. So Steve, thank you so much for being so generous. For a person that I gotta be honest, I don't even know if you know who Joyful is, but you're here being insanely generous, and I really appreciate that. I know Joyful is going to appreciate it, and this helps out Joyful's family immensely. And Frimple says, I'm in the UK. I could gift memberships without disabling my VPN, but I had to disable it to send a super chat. That's crazy that you have to disable the VPN to send a super chat. It's got to have something to do with how they're calculating the currency or something like that. I don't really know. It's really weird. Crystal is saying to donate to Joyful through PayPal, you can use this here. Let me see if I can pin her comment, though. I
don't think you can with guests.
Yeah, I can't.
If you have guests on the panel, you can't pin.
Well, I was going to pin it on YouTube, but I can't pin it from within my software. If there's a mod on the YouTube stream, either of them, that saw the comment from Crystal J that says if you want to donate directly to Joyful over PayPal, here's the link. Let me copy it, and I can
have the username.
It's
like is that part of the link, or is it like a whole long link?
It's an email address.
Oh, okay. I mean, they have usernames on. If we can get that, that'd be a lot cleaner.
Yeah.
They have usernames on PayPal too.
Let me. I'm going to repurpose the look at the trees counter, and I'm going to use that for the PayPal address. There we go. 1 second. All right, so here's the look at the trees counter. For anyone who wants to use PayPal, because I was curious if they had a PayPal. I didn't have access to it. Here is the PayPal account then. Very good. And let me put it over here. Oh, shit, I just moved the whole damn thing. Put it over here. Moving things around in real time is always a fun thing. Okay, so now we've got PayPal on the screen. We've got everything on the screen for anyone who wants to donate directly through PayPal. Thank you so much for that, Crystal. I appreciate that. And Frimples, thank you for supporting as well. And I think we have, let's see, 1, 2, blah, 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 blah. Okay, we've got, I think, 4 or 5 more super chats. This is from Johanna. Says, I don't know who Joyful is, but I'm happy to help out. Money talks and prayers walk. 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%, Joanna. Thank you so much for supporting. And you probably might have actually seen Joyful. He streams. He's been not as much right now, but he streams quite a bit. If you don't follow Joyful Apostate, I definitely recommend looking him up on YouTube and TikTok. And also, Ant says, extra Justin and a chance to help non-believer, hail-powered pain relievers and zonas. Well, thank you so much for the 666. Hail Nero and hail the Dark Lord as well. Thank you so much, Ant, for supporting. And we've got another one from Lawrence. Thank you so much. Says, newly deconstructed here, learning a lot. It's a tough journey. Hope your friend's wife gets the help she needs. Well, thank you so much for the $4.99, Lawrence. I really appreciate that. And best of luck on your journey deconstructing. It certainly is a journey, and sometimes it's a bumpy ride. And JMR coming in again with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Says, I wouldn't be mad at Miss Cleo AI comeback, but fuck Joyful too.
I love that. Call me now.
I remember calling Miss Cleo when I was younger.
You did? Holy shit!
So there was a time when when you could call in, and you would get like a free 5 minutes before they started charging you. And that was a bad move because it just resulted in a shit ton of teenagers calling in for like 5 minutes to troll Miss Cleo, but or whatever the fake people on the other end of the
Whoever
line
was
was.
pretending to be Miss Cleo.
Yeah, yeah. Skeptics and Scoundrels taught me this. The hyphen part. Oh, oh my God.
Yeah.
Let me read this again. I wouldn't be mad at Miss Cleo AI comeback, but fuck joyful too. I forget the hymen, the hyphen, the hyphen
The
is
hymen?
actually really important here. Sorry, we had a long conversation about hymens last night. Oh my God.
What is a butt hymen?
All right, let me grab this last super chat. We'll do some
can
new
we just-
totals.
Yeah, can we block Crystal real quick though? Just take her mod away and just block her forever. She called me needy in the comments, and
Oh no.
yeah, it's war now.
That is not nice. That is not nice, guys. Jam and Jay says, fuck Timu, Chappelle, kidney dugs are too good for him. Wait, what? What's going on with, are you talking about Dave Chappelle? Is something happening with Dave Chappelle? Am I out of the loop?
Oh, I guess Dave Chappelle has kidney stones.
Oh shit, are you serious?
Well, unless Timu Chappelle is someone else.
Oh. That could be.
Because Timu would be like the cheap imitation, right? So,
Oh, no, that's the guy we were talking to last night.
okay.
We were talking to a goofball last night, and at some point somebody referred to him as Timu Dave Chappelle in the comments.
Oh, okay.
All right, here's where we're at so far, friends. Of the information that I have, we're at 3834. And my goal was to make it to 10 o'clock tonight and to hit our goal. Let me update it real quick. We should have hit our goal. Oh, I just used the wrong button. The progress amount is 3834. There we go. So we did hit 100% of our goal. Unfortunately, I can't stay up late and move any further on goals. I've got to be up early in the morning. I won't be streaming tomorrow. I'm going to be on vacation with my son. But thank you so much for everyone for being here, for liking and participating and supporting the stream, and for supporting Joyful. Even though I listen, I know a lot of you guys don't even know Joyful, so thank you so much for being here and for supporting and for sending. And if you don't follow Joyful Apostate on YouTube or on TikTok, go ahead and do. He's a great streamer. He was maybe one of the first group of, like, I met pretty early on about 10 people in the deconstruction space. He was like number 2 or 3. I think the first person I met was Sarah and Coco Medic. And then after that was Joyful maybe. And then Dave, the agnostic evangelist.
Not ringing a bell on that one.
Oh, well, you know Dave. He goes by Sacred Scars nowadays.
Oh, yeah, okay. I know Sacred Scars.
Yeah. He used to go by Dave, the agnostic evangelist, which I think is a really good name. Also, Frimples says, just sent 40 on PayPal. Praise Doug. Big W. I'm going to put 40 into our list. Thank you so much for letting me know, Frimples. I really appreciate that. And we just got 16 more from RD Killa. Says, if I name my daughter Hyman, she can never lose it. Oh boy. That's good though. I mean, you're not wrong. She'll never lose.
She will go broke at some point.
She will. Yeah, true. If she goes broke, she's a broken hymen. And we know she's going to bleed eventually. That's a given. That's going to happen. All right, as I was trying to close, we got more super chats. Thank you so much, friends. James, Big W, thank you for the donation. Says, donation for Joyful. God, I hate the American healthcare system. That's the fucking that is the nail that everyone's hitting on the head here. Literally getting sick will bankrupt you. It's the craziest thing. And like right now, my mother is on Medicaid because she's disabled. She's terrified that she's going to lose her Medicaid and be completely without her health care. And it's insane. Like if you're disabled, you're disabled.
Like she's got hopefully the last of her cancer surgeries coming up like this week. So
right.
hopefully, yeah, this shit sticks around. It's amazing to me that the con job they've pulled over the American public for decades upon decades. It's crazy to me the way people like cling to this broken system for fear of like socialism or communism.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't make
it's
sense. And like
such a great con job they pulled.
I've used the Canadian healthcare system. It's delightful. In fact, I can go there and pay out of pocket with no insurance in Canada, and it's still less than what I pay here with insurance. Like it's just stupid.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just-
It's I don't know what hope there is, but you gotta fight for something.
it has to get bad enough that you have a bunch of Luigis before things change.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know what else is gonna move the needle, honestly.
That's the reality, right? Nothing's going to change it until people's lives are at stake.
Yeah, the right people.
The right people, yeah. Because people are already
Not the little
dying.
people.
People are dying
Yeah,
left
I mean,
and right.
The count is so imbalanced.
Right.
You know.
Penelope just sent a $10. Big W, Penelope. I appreciate that. And also JMR just sent another $20. Thank you so much, JMR. That puts our total up, friends, to just under $4,000. We are at $3,970, and I know there's some money that I didn't even get to track.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
thank you
such
so
a great
much,
community
guys.
down here.
Listen, the community here is unbelievable,
It's
is it not?
amazing. Yeah.
The-
Amazing. Yeah.
So just to backtrack, Mac, just to lay out how amazing this community is. I worked a full week. I didn't have hardly any time to plan for this. I said, shit, this is the last day of the month. I'm going to be on vacation with my son. I'm not really going to be streaming. I have to do a fundraiser this weekend for Joyful, or else it's going to get forgotten. No one's going to do it. He already told everyone not to do it, so no one's going to do it. And so I'm like, fuck it, we're doing it this weekend. So with almost no notice, I said, we're going to get online and we're going to do it. And all the troops assembled. They just showed up and they gave to the cause because like that's what community does. So like,
Yeah.
it's crazy to me.
I mean, we just had one this week for my twin Fee.
Oh,
Her
right.
Son had
Yeah.
a motorcycle. Her son had a motorcycle accident, and I mean, I think it's right around the same number. I think it was right around $4,000.
Yeah.
And it's just such an awesome group of people on here.
It's true.
Love to see it.
And for people,
Justin,
yeah.
before you disconnect, because I think I saw that Thinker was in the live, I'm just going to shout out, let me down! And so then you can let me down.
Oh, I love Thinker, man. I just heard this week about what happened with her son, and my heart sank because if my son so much as stubs his toe, like I'm in a panic. You know what I mean? Like I can't imagine what would happen, like what would be going through my mind and my emotions if my son was in a motorcycle accident like that. Like I would lose it. I don't know how she's keeping it together.
Yeah, I mean, she's like, I love Fee so much. She is one of the, like, not only just one of the most kind people, but like just one of the most like level-headed people you've ever met. So she's going through obvious like torture, but she's still just, the sweetest person. And, we can't wait to have her back, but she's got a lot on her plate.
It was Fee's son, not Thinker's son. I apologize.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
That's my bad. Sorry. But yeah, it's a horrible situation.
Well, Thinker did the 24-hour fundraiser live this week.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, as far as I know, for 2025, I only have one other fundraiser that I know is going to happen in 2025. So I know that these were kind of like back to back. There's going to be another one, unfortunately, in the future. But we're not going to be doing this, every month for 2025. It just happens to be that all the shit rolls downhill at the same time. But for the next one, it's got to be a big one because you'll find out why. But I'm hoping to get a 24-hour stream put together of debates, then all of the people or all of the stuff donated during the 24-hour stream of debating will go to the cause. So it should be a lot of fun.
When is there like a rough date for that?
Yes, it's going to be right around the July 4th holiday.
Cool.
So I'm hoping to catch everybody when they're not at work, when they're just like chilling, and everyone's going to be available, and should be a good time.
I saw the video with Sarah about engaging debate. That's going to be interesting.
Yes, we might be getting some salty Sarah debates.
She's so sharp. Like, I'm excited about that. Like, I get why she would not want to enter that space, but yeah, she'll be great.
Yeah. The thing is, like, I don't know if she knows how smart she is. Like, but everyone around her knows how she's just brilliant, right?
Absolutely.
So I can't wait for it. I've been talking to her like constantly about, yeah, you should do it. So I think we finally got her to the point where she's like ready to do it.
That's awesome.
But anyways, guys, again, as I'm closing out the stream, I got more chats. I'm going to read them out. We'll add them to the total. Penelope just sent. Oh, sorry, we got that one. No, I didn't get that one. Penelope just sent another $10. Thank you so much, Penelope. I appreciate that. And also, a design sent another $5. Says, if you describe several healthcare systems to American Christians, no way they'd pick out ours as the product of a moral Christian society. And yet, that's actually a really good point, because like they just know like the talking points and the cliches. They don't actually know what any of these healthcare systems really do or how they function. They've just been told communism bad, socialism bad, capitalism good. You know what I mean?
And you've seen like the famous thing of like the people. Am I getting bars here?
You got one red bar, but I can hear you just fine.
Yeah. Oh, I'm back. Okay. Yeah. Have you seen like the famous thing of like the elderly woman conservative who's like, she wanted to she said she wanted to get rid of Obamacare, but don't touch my ACA.
Yes, exactly. That's
like,
exactly the case.
It's just branding and imaging. Like
it really is branding. And not to derail the conversation, but like I've been saying for a long time, if we want to get single payer healthcare, we need to rebrand it as we're getting rid of the healthcare insurance. We're taking all the insurance companies and we're cutting them out.
Yeah.
They're done. They don't exist anymore. We're creating one entity to handle the insurance, and they don't take any profit. Their job is to handle insurance claims and do actuary things and not collect profits. There's no profits here. I think we could sell that to the people, but we'll see.
I mean, like, just administer it. You know what I mean? It's like you don't have to. Like, insurance doesn't need to be a thing when it comes to healthcare.
No, it doesn't have to be there.
If you want to do like supplemental or something, sure. But yeah, absolutely. But there's a reason. Some of the they are the biggest donators on both sides of the aisle. It's no mistake. I mean, who's going to advocate besides a few?
Right.
Like, I remember when it was when Bernie was really like getting a lot of heat, like, or heat's the wrong word, like, but like catching fire, like, you know what I mean, like in like 2016 and stuff, and everybody was kind of like, they were also like, yeah, I'm totally for single payer and Medicare for all. Then people come in with like Medicare for all who want it, and it's like, okay, so this is where the watering down begins.
Yep.
So there's very true like real ones out there, but we need more.
We'll get there. We just, as we said, there's gonna be a couple more Luigis until we get there. But JMR coming in again with another $20 super chat. Thank you so much, JMR. It's very generous of you. And also, our friend Idle Hands is with us. Thank you so much, Idle Hands, for sending in $100 dono for Joyful Apostate. Thank you so much. It's super generous, Idle Hands. Big W. Super appreciate that. And Johanna with another one coming in says the healthcare system in the States is criminal. Has Trump launched his plan yet? Are all Republicans rich or something? Yeah, he's only got a concept of a plan, unfortunately. We're waiting for the concept, though. We haven't even got to the concept. That's apparently in process. And Burns says access code fails on OnlyFans. Can't see the feet. I'm so sorry, Burns. The accounts on the screen for Joyful were not for OnlyFans. I know that is disappointing. Joyful is a hot commodity. He makes a lot of people sweat. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to find him on the OF. And Goat Man, thank you for the $5. So this community is amazing. I'm privileged to be a part of it. Well, that's how I feel, actually, Goat Man. Like, I'm privileged to be part of this community. I'm just some jackass that got on TikTok one day and started saying shit into a screen. And a whole community just adopted me. Like, it's amazing. And Johanna coming in again says, if everybody gives, we all receive. I think that's a good way to sum it up, actually. I think that's how I would word it. And JMR says, the period again, period. Well, thank you. Thank you again, JMR. You keep pushing this number up and up and up. And MRG, thank you so much for gifting 20 Deconstruction Zone memberships. Big W. Appreciate the generosity, MRG. And our last one from Christine is a $5 super thanks. Well, thank you so much, Christine. I super appreciate that. And with that, I'm going to update our total, and then I got to end the live stream and get to bed, so I got a road trip in the morning. Our current total right now of the numbers I have access to, we are now at 4,132. This is a really big deal, guys. I really appreciate all the support here. As I said before, when somebody is in need, you help them. That's just, if you can't, if you've been in need, you understand why that saying matters. Because when you're the person in need, often you feel like you're an island, you're alone, that there's nobody there, and that shit's just going to fall apart and there's nothing you can do about it. And that's where community comes in. We're not going to let that happen. We're going to say, fuck you, Joyful, take my money. And so thank you so much for everyone who participated in saying, fuck you, Joyful, take our money. And if you're watching this on replay later, please go ahead and you can still donate anytime to the Joyful Venmo and Cash App or the PayPal that's on the screen. And Mac, thanks so much for being here, friend.
Always a pleasure to be up here with you.
It's great to see you, man, and keep cooking them. And if you don't follow Mac Luster on TikTok, please make sure you do. He's an awesome creator, good friend of mine.